welcome to episode 7 of D&D's Into the Mist with RealmSmith. We're so excited. I don't know what you're doing over there.
I'm just winning.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm doing.
You're just winning?
I'm winning.
We'll see about that. This is our official Curse of Strahd campaign. We run every Monday, of course, at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Today is Family Day in Canada, so we'd like to extend a warm, happy Family Day to those in Canada. Of course, it's President's Day in the United States, and hopefully you guys have had some time to come join us after spending some time with family on an awesome holiday Monday. We're going to do some quick announcements first, and we'll go through those. We have, first of all, we want to thank all of our sponsors. Of course, our main title sponsor for the stream, as usual, and for this whole season is Syrinscape. Hey, Syrinscape! Yay! Syrinscape is, apparently, and Dmitri is also a sponsor for he is the spokesperson for Syrinscape. Actually, before we do that, I want to thank Julian in the back. He is producing tonight. He is our new producer, produced last night, and he will be here with us every Monday, and we thank him for it and apologize in advance to him for the craziness. Anyways, back to Syrinscape. So Syrinscape is an amazing fantasy player that allows you to download and add sounds and moods and ambiance to your D&D 5e games, as well as other RPG games as well. You just go to Sirenscape.com. You can check it out. You can sign up for free and download a bunch of free sound sets, including Witchwood, which is one of the ones that we use for this stream, and I'm using as a kind of a backbone of this season. So go check them out. Syrinscape is awesome. There's more to come in the future from Syrinscape. There's some exciting stuff that we're doing. You can also buy the RealmSmith sound sets that we have in our adventure boxes at Sirenscape.com as well. And I've been told they're one of the best-selling sets on there. They are. So we're very, very excited about that, and we thank you so much for continuing to support Syrinscape, and thank you, Syrinscape, for your support and your sponsorship. Want to thank our product sponsors as usual: Black Magic for the cameras that we run, WizKids for a lot of the terrain and minis at the table, and a shout out to Dwarven Forge. We have a lot of Dwarven Forge terrain at our table currently, and we're very excited to dig in and use more of that, as well as a shout out to Monster Fight Club, because there is some Monster Fight Club stuff at the table that is currently covered in a black cover here, which will be revealed a little later.
I'll take a look.
GaryCon is coming up in March. I just brain farted there. You see that?
I saw that.
Yeah, GaryCon's coming up end of March, March 26th to 29th. Yeah. 29th being my birthday. I'm very excited about that. We are doing the live finale on the 28th at 10 a.m. Central Time, featuring Nora Ibrahim and our cast. That is the finale of Into the Mist. Our seasons are 12 episodes. That will be episode 13 as the finale, and then we will launch a new season of something, not necessarily our Curse of Strahd campaign, in April. So we will keep you updated on what that is in the near future, and we've got some crazy, awesome, exciting stuff. What we can tell you about the finale is that we are trying to make this stream super interactive and allowing you folks to affect what happens here. We do that through our Extra Life stuff, of course, already. But at GaryCon, we are actually going to allow you to affect combat real time at our table. It is unbelievable. It's a lot of fun. I don't think it's ever been done before. And so we're nuts, and we're going to do that. And we're so excited. Tune in. We need as many people there as possible.
Didn't we have a discussion about potentially making it the largest combat D&D battle in history?
Yes, we are trying to actually do that.
Yeah.
And so there's a chance that probably that will be the case. So we're very excited about that. Nolzers, last night we painted draft horses, which may or may not be at the table tonight to go along with the Vistani wagons that we painted a couple episodes ago. But Nolzer's Marvelous Tutorials, we paint D&D Nolzer's Marvelous Miniatures by WizKids with Vallejo paints on Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Eastern. You can check that out. This coming Sunday, we were going to paint the Red Dragon Wormling, but because we're painting the Young Red Dragon at GaryCon live with folks at an event, we may actually do something a little different so we don't have 2 red dragons 2 months in a row, because we have a lot of really fun new stuff from WizKids to paint. So that is Nolzers. Finally, our adventure boxes. If you're interested in checking out our adventure boxes, it's an ongoing campaign that we send you per box, 1 box per month. Towards the ongoing adventure, you can use the promo code IWantAdventure at RealmSmith.tv and get $20 off your first box. And we're super excited because there's a lot of interest last night on Nolzers, and Brandon writes all of the modules, and we all collectively make it a really immersive, crazy experience to send you everything you need in order to run your games. So we're very excited about that. Finally, it's official. We have merch, which is nuts. If you go to twitch.tv/RealmSmith, if you're watching on the RealmSmith channel, below that, I guess, there's a Teespring panel, is it?
That's correct.
And you can actually order merch there, or go to Teespring and type in RealmSmith, and you'll also be able to. But each character has a set of merch that has a popular quote that you may have already heard throughout the season, and there's iPhone covers and hoodies and all all kinds of other stuff.
Did you just say
Hoodies. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for the Barovian accent. Yeah.
Don't get our hoodie.
Yes. Yeah. Hoodies. Yeah. Shut your faces. I don't like you at all. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So do that. Check that out, and then if you like what you see here, make sure that you follow the D&D Twitch. Make sure you follow the RealmSmith Twitch, and if you follow us on the RealmSmith Twitch, this lights up. Which just happened while that other thing was up. So, and anyways, it's a really cool way to see your follow affect our environment, and it's a lot of fun. So if you do that on the D&D, on the RealmSmith Twitch, if you haven't followed us already, and if you subscribe, it will blink twice blue.
And if you, donate. It'll do twice
Yes.
as well.
Finally, something that we've been doing now all season, and you guys have blown us away with your support, is we've been raising money. There it is right there.
Yep.
We have been raising money for Extra Life. And the way that works is this little, I keep doing that, this little meter right here has items all along it that you can actually donate and send to the party in game. So we've already unlocked one from this. We reached 1,000 here, which was amazing in the first 4 episodes. And then this is the Greater Healing Potion, which has already been unlocked. And then next is Magical Bolts, and then it goes on and on and on and on, all the way to a Scroll of Resurrection, which could come in handy perhaps maybe
might need
If we had a cleric, it
in
might.
Curse of Strahd. There are clerics in this world. So, anyways, so you can donate to Extra Life at at twitch.tv/RealmSmith. Below the video, there's an Extra Life panel, and Grigori will join us in the break to tell you more about the items that you can purchase for the players in-game. And again, just the way that you guys can affect our game. We're trying to find other ways to do that as well, which in the future will actually translate to giving inspiration to specific players around the table. Thank you for the follow. I think that's all of the announcements. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of them. But is that it?
I think so.
Consider making us your Twitch Prime subscription as well.
Yes, exactly.
Anybody who has Amazon Prime can actually get a free subscription, and we would love your support. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us do what we do, and we are so very thankful for that. Joel, you have?
Yeah, one last thing, and that is to remember to clip. If you're watching on Twitch, remember to clip highlight things from the game that you've enjoyed. Because that kind of helps distribute the game to other people around Twitch. And it's just really fun.
So Twitch allows you to create a clip of a funny moment, and you can capture that. So while you're watching, if there's something that you find that's extra entertaining, because we choose one of those clips and we send them to Dungeons and Dragons so that they can put them on D&D News every week.
Exactly.
So it could be your clip that ends up on D&D News that you've clipped for us. So create clips. I guess they appear on our Twitch page.
Yep,
Is that how it works?
Yep.
They appear on our Twitch page, and then we will select one of those clips to tonight, actually, after the session, to appear on D&D News tomorrow. And it's been so fun. Last week, Greg commented on Mel's hair, and he said he was jealous.
Which is always awesome.
Which is always awesome.
I'd like to battle him in a hair off.
And a hair off? Okay.
Yeah.
Call him out right now.
Yeah.
Go. Call Greg out.
What, Greg?
Greg
Yeah,
Tito.
Greg Tito.
Greg Tito?
Yeah, call him out.
Okay,
What's your
Greg Tito.
WWE promo?
What?
It's a
Just do
WWE.
it. Your pro wrestling promo. Do it. Call him out.
You're making me nervous.
Latest smackdown. All right. Don't do that.
Come on, Greg Tito, bring the hair.
Yeah.
You need to be this.
This may be the clip that he ends up putting
Just
on D&D News
try to
tomorrow.
make your hair this high.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to show you the recap from last episode, and then we're going to dive right in. Roll it.
Previously on Into the Mist.
What is your god?
Now I serve a loon.
My father believed in a loon. He always told me he was the greatest god of all.
My father was a wise man.
All of a sudden, you guys start to hear bubbling as the water and the sludge starts to move. Lorgoth the Decayer, we awaken thee.
Should we leave?
I'd like you all to roll initiative, please. Its vines start to basically wrap around you. Sterling actually gets enveloped into this creature and disappears. You shoot that bolt, and you have that moment of clarity as it leaves your crossbow. And you see this bolt fly by your face.
Way to go,
as
little
again,
man.
you throw your dagger up in your hand, you catch it backwards, basically,
Yes, I do.
and you smash it basically into its face area.
Does it have eye holes?
No, it
Eye
doesn't have
holes.
eye holes.
Get up, man. We don't need it.
Ready to go.
If it's moving, I want to
Callie.
opportunity attack it.
Yeah, you sure do.
Sentinel feet, it can't move if I hit it with
An opportunity
an
attack?
opportunity attack.
Okay. You stick your longsword in, and you're actually holding it at this point.
I'll use magic missiles.
As you do that, it actually kind of almost falls onto its face, and it dissipates. How do you want to finish off that?
I want them to sort of shoot out these shadowy force bolts to smash his head.
I like it. And like a little fawn leaving a deer, Brandon's character Sterling is kind of out in front of it. And you are now out of initiative.
Oh my God. Give birth to a metal man.
Wow. This room is full of smoke. You get the sense that the house is turning against you. You open up the door, and there are scything blades.
Who built this house?
What?
She rolled in that one.
Plus my acrobatics. Wait, I have this.
You're able to sidestep the slashing blades.
I'm gonna try. It's an unnatural one, so
So there's that. As blood starts to splurt, as you hit the wall beside it, it's so brittle that it starts to crack and break, and you see rats start to come out of the wall, and they start chasing towards you. So now
Or is
that
it
you
like
guys
a
are outside,
standalone house?
finally, the rats actually stop.
I'm lighting torches because I want to
He wants
burn
to-
this mother down.
The Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Yes.
That will be 1 silver for the pitcher, please. I will pay. I will pay. And you see a hand kind of smack a silver onto the thing, and he puts another silver. He says, and that is for the refill. Please, hello, welcome. I am Ismark Kolyanovich, and I am the son of the village burgomaster. Help me escort my sister. Her name is Irene.
What's the big
We
deal
need
with
to
your
go.
sister?
She has drawn the eye of Strahd himself, the devil, and she is not safe here in Barovia. Our manor is this way. Please follow me. He unlocks the door, opens the door, and you see a striking young woman with auburn hair greets you at the door. My father's heart couldn't stand the constant assault, and he died 3 days ago. Would you be so kind to help Ismark deliver our father's body safely to Donavich, the local priest, please?
Come on. I am getting a little irate. I walk over to her, go behind her,
Yeah.
and I put her in a chokehold. And I put my dagger up to her neck.
Oh! What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
She grabs and she pushes you up against the wall, and she puts her hand on her blade.
And I'm
she
like-
says, you come any closer, I swear I'll take your head
And
from
I
your
go,
shoulders.
that was hot.
Drop your blade.
I will back up.
Welcome to level 3.
I wake up in sort of a fit.
Scissor door. Where are we?
We are in a manner of speaking.
We are in a manner of speaking where?
In a manner.
We are in a manner of speaking in
We
a
met a
manner.
man in a tavern. He brought us to his home.
Well, we must go. Atop a slight rise stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. You start to move forward, and you see that there is a figure huddled on the far end of the chapel. You guys hear a scream that says, Father, I'm hungry! And that's where we'll end the session for this evening.
Hey! Nothing like talking about
Nothing like talking about balls. Heading into that
I
was.
have heard that.
I think
might not have heard it.
I think they
very
probably
well
did.
have.
Everyone did.
I'm just
probably.
saying. I know.
Find out
this.
in the comments.
Yeah.
All right, you guys all set?
Yes.
Yep.
You ready? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so ready.
So ready.
Yeah.
All right, let us
So
venture into the mist. Last we left you, You are entering a hall that leads to a large chapel area within the church in the village of Barovia. You can see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer was blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor, which said, "Father, I'm hungry." With that, you notice, Dmitri, because you're in the front, that the figure that is behind the altar, kind of at the front, that was praying, he's kneeling down, he's on the altar praying, and he doesn't even look up when that scream happens. It doesn't seem to have shocked him in any way, shape, or form. But you were hearing this scream emanating from somewhere, echoing inside the church. What do you do?
I'll stop and listen very closely to the scream. And does anything else happen within the next couple seconds?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 22.
Wow. With the 22, you can tell that the scream seems to be coming from somewhere under you. The floor on this map is stone right now, but it's actually wood. In reality, they have wooden floors. They have some cracks between them, but you actually think that it's emanating from under you.
Okay.
But nothing else. You hear that screaming and that yelling every once in a while. And like I said, these torches that are within the chapel area cover pretty much, shed light into every corner of this room.
Okay.
If we can maybe get the chapel up, Julian. Yeah.
I will advance just a little.
Let's rotate a bit so we can actually see that is blocking. Yeah. Cool.
Excuse me. We're here. Hello?
And he looks up like he didn't even notice that you'd come in.
Hello. We are here because we are bringing the deceased body of someone who lives in this area, and we need funeral service and burial service. Are you the man to talk to?
He pulls, he kind of gets up, and you can tell it's labored. He seems to be a little older, and he puts his elbow onto the altar and kind of lifts himself up, and he draws his hood back, and you see a plump priest who has seen better days. He's sweating. He coughs. And as you kind of enter this area, the chapel is in shambles with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar behind which kneeled a priest in soiled vestments, and you can see that they're all dirty now. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower behind him here.
Claw-scarred altar?
Yeah.
I don't think that's great.
I'll step in a little further.
He says, come, my child, please.
Yes, shall we? This is getting heavy.
Yeah, okay, right. You guys are carrying the thing. I'm like, I can't.
Yes, right this way. He seems to know what to do next.
Okay.
I'll approach.
Okay.
All of us?
Yeah, if you want. As soon as Irina and Ismark come through or approach the opening, are you guys stopping there?
We'll keep moving forward.
Well, let me know where you guys enter. Like, place yourselves within the room.
Sure.
Just to be
the main.
Sterling, where are you? Are you ahead of me?
Ismark kind of
I'm gonna
lowers the coffin into the hallway there.
I'm going to stay near the entrance to the hallway and keep an eye on the doors as well.
Okay, I'll stay behind Sterling.
Yeah, I'm like against the wall.
And Ismark kind of presses past and walks up to stand beside you and says, Father Donavich, we have come. We have bad news. And as soon as Father Donavich sees him, he kind of settles a little bit. You can see that the priest kind of relaxes a little bit. And you guys can you can bring up the image of Donavich, yeah. And he says I fear it is it your father? Ismark says, yes, it is. He is passed, and we need to lay him to rest. Father! I'm starving!
You're hearing this, right? This screaming from beneath?
What was that?
Who is that?
He lowers his head and he says, yes, of course, of course I know.
What? So maybe he needs some food. Are you keeping someone down there?
Against his will?
Give me a persuasion check
I'll
to
do it.
try and persuade him to
Yeah.
see how.
It's 23.
He looks at you and kind of slits his eyes at you a little bit and he says, "It is my son. He is not well."
It could be that he's hungry.
He ignores that comment. He says, we will put your father to rest, Ismark.
Is there some scratching at the door?
That's Bruno.
Oh, it's Bruno. Okay,
That's
it's
Bruno the
Bruno.
Tavern Dog. That's not. Okay, that's not part of Sirenscape. No. Yeah.
No,
But it could be.
forgive my glibness. What exactly is wrong with your son?
He came back to me. Not himself.
In what way?
Give me a persuasion check.
16.
And he looks at Ismark and Irina behind him, and kind of you imagine he's kind of adding up the situation and kind of realizing that he trusts you guys more because you're in the presence of them. And he says he went to face the devil himself, and he was put away, killed, and he came back as something very different.
Something different?
Yes.
What kind of different?
We've encountered such creatures already.
As the devil's spawn.
A vampire?
He shudders at the sound of that, but it doesn't respond.
I'll poke through and kind of skitter through to the front.
Yep.
Okay. Did I hear someone is not well downstairs? The screaming, you heard it?
Oh, yes, we did.
And he is a vampire.
It seems that way.
No, there is hope for him. I've been praying that the Morning Lord will save him from this, but I have not yet figured it out.
And you are keeping him downstairs for safekeeping or for what are you doing?
Until the Morning Lord speaks and tells me how to save him.
You yourself do not seem very healthy. Are you okay?
This place, it gets into your bones. I am not young like I used to be.
It seems to me that this land is very far away from the touch and sight of the gods.
We remain faithful, maintain hope.
Yes.
And he looks at you, and he kind of takes in sort of your countenance. As I'm assuming some of you may understand, but maybe not.
There's always hope, I find.
Until there isn't.
Very limiting view. No, for sure. Listen, is there anything we can do for you to help this process along with the father brought here in the coffin? Can we move things along, perhaps?
Of course, we can bury him just outside in the cemetery out back.
All right, then. Is there anything that you can think of that we can maybe try and cure your son? I'm not sure exactly how, but surely there's a way.
There may be, but I fear at this point he is in the hands of the Morning Lord.
Sounds good to me, guys.
As you speak, he kind of looks back at you. Shall we?
Let us bring this burial thing to an end, shall we not?
Right. First things first, yes. Which way?
So Irina starts out this way, goes to the back. You guys pick up the coffin kind of in the middle of the hallway there, and you start out the front door. You come around the church to the right, and there is a double gate. You guys can grab all your minis.
Go ahead.
And
over here?
Yeah. You can open that gate as you approach.
Do you want to bring...
Yeah, can you move me? Thank you.
And is...
Yeah, and he's going to lead the way. Okay. And as you guys enter the gate, he puts a key into the lock, of course, and opens it up. And he starts in. I'd like you guys to let me know how you are proceeding behind him as he starts to enter the cemetery.
I'll follow close behind.
Okay. Who has the coffin?
I believe it was Sterling, Irina, myself, and Ismark.
I wasn't carrying the coffin. I was keeping watch in case we were attacked.
So are you behind?
Right, you were.
Yeah.
Okay. So Irina is helping to carry the coffin.
Callie, then, and myself.
So who's carrying the coffin?
I know I was one of them.
Irina will be one of them. So Irina on one side, you and Irina on one side.
I can't reach it, so...
Ismark. We don't have a coffin right now, but that's okay.
I don't care, yeah. I'll carry.
Callie.
Alright, okay. You're putting me right at the front, eh?
No, well, you're just carrying the coffin like that.
Okay.
You're not at the front.
We're just burying someone. I'm sure it's
I
perfectly
don't trust
safe.
anything
It's
here.
really him who's at the front.
Okay.
Who's at the front?
Dmitri.
Yeah, well, I'm right behind.
Yeah. Okay. So as you guys just keep the camera kind of on it. As you guys start to enter the coffin, the cemetery, you notice it looks like any other cemetery. There are.
What time of day is it?
1 sec, sorry. It's morning. It is morning. You guys remember you guys had rested, and you came straight from resting. You notice that there was as he passes, you notice that there was one fresh grave to his right, and the rest are long buried graves. He continues through to the crypt.
Mausoleum?
Yeah, or the crypt or whatever it is, yeah. You guys drop the coffin here. He says, just one moment, please. Takes out his keys again, goes through them, and he opens the gate to the mausoleum. Want to kill the camera just for a sec, Julian, so we can...
The overcam.
The overcam. Okay. I don't know. I can't see it from there, guys, so you guys are going to have to tell me where.
You just want to see inside the mausoleum?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
There, okay. Opens the gate, and then he heads inside, and then he says, please bring the coffin inside, and there isn't a lot of room, so the rest of you can wait, please.
Right.
Well, Ismark.
I'll stay back in
Irina, come
Stern's shadow.
Okay, so where are you guys going?
We're
You guys are
we're
staying at the back? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you say, Sterling?
So Irina goes in, and Ismark goes in. You guys bring the coffin in. You kind of drop it in the middle, and you can kind of hear muttering inside. Where do you guys want to be while this is happening?
I'm just right next to the entrance here.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'd be pretty close if I helped bring it in, so I'll just stick around here.
I just want to be behind that one tombstone.
Like here?
Yeah, yeah. Just
All right. So you guys hear muttering inside.
Can I
as
hear
it
what they
sounds like-
say if I listen hard?
Give me a perception check.
13.
Yeah, I mean he's not being quiet necessarily, but he's performing a last rites, and it sounds like he is saddened by the death. He says something about the fact that he is being buried beside his wife, who died unfortunately not long ago, and you hear a stone slab slide across. You can kind of see inside. They open up the empty crypt. They place the coffin inside. They put the stone back up top. He continues to talk. And you guys are probably here about 20 minutes to half an hour while that happens.
During this time, I'm just going to be standing quietly with my head down, respectfully.
Yeah, okay. Is there anything you guys want to do during that 20 to 30 minutes that it takes?
Yeah, I'm going to sneak back around.
I was just thinking that.
into the church.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Sure.
Are you trying not to let anybody know that this is happening?
Yes.
Including Sterling?
Ooh.
Yeah, are you going to tell me?
Yeah, I'll tug on Sterling first and say, I'm going to sneak back in to the church. And then I proceed.
What'd you roll?
I rolled 13.
Okay. All set? Like
Sorry?
all in?
Oh, yeah, all in.
Okay. All right. So you disappear. You kind of run across. You get back into the church. Where do you go from there? You have 20 minutes.
Yeah, I just I inspect the rooms to see if there's anything in.
Okay. Well, tell me which one.
Value. I mean, this one in
Which
particular.
ones you go into?
Yep.
We'll kill the camera quick. Yeah, there we go. Remove
This
back.
This one here.
Which one first?
This one first.
Okay. All right. You open up the door. It's not locked.
Okay.
Time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room,
Okay.
which contains a few broken roof shingles amid puddles of water, and it's actually open to the elements.
Okay.
In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor held shut with a chain and a padlock.
Oh.
And a young man's screams of anguish can be heard through the door.
Okay.
You found the gold mine.
Well, it depends on what you consider to be gold.
Okay. So I'll just I'll quietly move back as to not let the person clearly inside the hole know that there's anyone there.
Okay, so
I'll
you back
move
out. Okay.
And I'll move to the other room.
Okay. You open the door.
Yep.
Yep. No lock.
Okay. What's in there? I'll investigate around, see what there is.
This dirty, lightless room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden holy symbol.
Okay, can I identify the symbol?
Give me a religion check.
Okay. That is a... That's a 20.
With a 20, you imagine it's the Morning Lord symbol.
Okay.
You've seen it before in other planes of existence.
Right.
It's the symbol of the sun. And you also know that you saw it at Irina's, at the Burgomaster's house. You see it around the church. It seems to be the deity of choice, of goodness here in this land.
Okay.
Where do you go next?
I'll go to the next room on the opposite side.
Opposite side?
Comes the sun.
An old desk and chair stand against the south wall, a wooden holy symbol mounted above them, a sunburst. A 10-foot-long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors. An empty wooden pour box rests on the seat of the chair, and you can see that it's opened. You can see that it's empty.
I will check inside that box.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry, which box?
The wooden the box on the wooden chair.
Yeah, but I just said it's empty. Sorry. It's a
What's inside the drawer? The dresser.
The desk drawers contain a few sheets of blank parchment, along with a couple of quill pens and dried up jars of ink.
Okay. I'll pull out the pens and the quill. I mean the pen and the paper.
The parchment and
I'll
the quill.
just pop them in my bag.
Okay. All right.
Make sure there's, corks on
They
the
don't
tops
have
of the
much,
ink
but
bottles.
you'll take what you can.
So what else do you need?
I'm going to go to the other room.
Okay.
Smart.
And check what's in there.
Yes.
Can I go and run to the door too? I see that he's been gone for like 10 minutes.
You wouldn't have noticed him because he rolled higher than your passive perception.
How do you know that?
Oh no, he didn't actually. You rolled a 13.
Yeah.
No. So after about 10 minutes, you look back and you see that Falpher's gone.
Yeah. So can I run back?
So you wouldn't necessarily know though that he went back to the church. So you're gonna go back.
I'm
Are you
gonna
gonna ask?
Why?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that.
Okay.
Just take a
Sure.
guess. So
you start back towards.
Yeah. I want to run back here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to just.
Do you see anything while she
quiet.
passes? You see Callie start to pass?
I see her starting to pass. I'll give her a look, but
Yeah.
I don't know. If you don't say anything, I don't say anything.
I got this.
Okay.
Okay.
So you come back. So
Yeah.
remember that you're entering at this point now while he's about to go into that room there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So have we? She made no attempt to be stealthy.
No, she just walked out.
So hearing that, I want to look around, and I see both of them gone. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah. So you see her. She's right across. Like she was right here at the corner of your eye. You turn her. You see her turn around. You see her walk out the gate.
I'm gonna lean over to Dmitri and say, "Now, where do you suppose the little one and Callie are going, or have gone?"
I don't know. Where are they?
I imagine perhaps checking out the church.
Trying to decide where that voice, how to get in then, maybe.
That. Or perhaps something else.
Well, I'm going to stay here and pay my respects during the ceremony.
I'm gonna go over here and sit on the gravestone.
Okay. Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you arrive. You enter the church.
Yeah, but I'm really I'm really stealthy. I want to be very quiet because I don't want him to know that I'm there.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Good.
Her laugh.
Over. 10.
Nope.
Oh.
Wrong die. Roll this one or this one.
D12.
That's okay.
That was really
always
good
the
though.
problem. I know that's always.
Well, I mean, D20 could have so much better than a 10.
No, that's
18.
way better.
Yeah.
And my stealth is really high.
Yeah.
Like my stealth is 7.
Whoa. Okay, so you
25?
25, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So with the 25,
Yeah.
you feel like you're moving fairly quietly.
Yeah.
You very quietly. You enter through the door, and you see that there are 2 open doors where they weren't open before.
Okay.
3 open doors actually where they weren't open before, and you see Falpher start to open the door on the far left. What do you do?
No, I like sneak up. Well, I'm not making that noise because I wouldn't because I'm stealthy.
Yeah.
And I'm still at the door, you're saying?
Yeah.
So I'm
You're opened it. By the time
I've
she
opened
gets
it.
there, you've already opened it, and you're looking inside the door.
Okay.
And I'm
What do you
like, pew!
What? I mean,
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
for me? Oh, man, that's terrible. That's terrible.
How did you yell?
Not loud that it wakes up the gremlin thing in the basement, but
Okay.
enough
So-
that it startles the poop out of him.
That's what I'm finding out. I'm finding out if poop
How
or
much
pee.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah. With the 4, you pee a little bit.
Classic.
You're hearing screams up in the basement. It's super creepy in here.
And I'm like laughing.
And I'm like, I start like being really embarrassed, like, oh, mon Dieu, why have you done this to me? I have.
Like I would say that you pee a little bit, and then you just went into a fetal position on the ground.
So now you smell like urine and butter.
Why have you done this?
Yeah.
And I'm breathing really heavy, like, it's you crazy angel being.
Like,
What?
what you doing, Falpher?
I was trying to be quiet and search the church. What do you think I was trying to do?
Do we hear anything?
No.
Okay.
Not inside the
All right, well, I'm with you.
Okay, well, can you be quiet for a moment?
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I checked all the other rooms. There was a screaming boy in the basement of one of the rooms under a trapdoor.
Okay.
Now I'm going from room to room.
Did you happen to close that door again, or you just...
No. Do you mind going to close the doors for me?
Okay.
Yes.
So you go back around and you close the door.
You go close the doors.
Pull the door to the screaming child.
Search
Choo, 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 choo,
Yeah.
choo. This
I'm
one.
gonna search
Okay,
this
so
room.
you see, so you look in this room, you see that there's a trapdoor in that room.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
nice.
I close the door.
Yeah. Okay. Close the door.
Nice, Falpher.
Go over to that one. That's a bedroom. This is
that's
an
fine.
office.
Close
I
this
just,
one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I just needed the door to the crazy kid to be
Cool.
closed.
This one she
Okay.
closes too, because I was.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this dirty room contains a wooden bed with straw-filled mattress, next to which rests a small table with an oil lamp burning brightly on it. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol as well.
Does it look like someone's been in here recently?
No. More recent. Well, first of all, give me an investigation check.
Sure.
Actually, perception, because you'd be perceiving you're not actually investigating.
That is that's a nat 20 plus 6.
Okay, so with the 26, absolutely.
Yeah.
You also get the sense that this is actually the priest's room.
Okay. So I poke myself out. I poke my head out the door again. This is definitely the priest's room. Let us close it with respect, shall we?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Now what do you guys do? You guys have maybe another... Well, you don't know how long this is going to take. So you guys have been here probably about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Back to you guys. He's starting to wrap up his thing, and the father comes out and stands here and is allowing Irina and Ismark to do their thing. And he kind of stands. He puts his hands into his sleeves, as is customary, and pulls up his hood and just kind of stands facing the other way. You guys do anything?
Now, what did they say his name was?
Father Donavich?
Right. Now, Father Donavich, I'm very intrigued about this situation your son is facing. Might we meet him?
For what purpose?
Well, I happen to be quite a learned man, and perhaps I might have some insight into the situation.
Persuasion check?
Yeah. That's 23 again.
Okay. I would appreciate any help that you could give, but I need to know what your plan is. Do you have a plan? Do you have some way or some thoughts as to what do you know of the vampire spawn?
Well, I'll have to examine him first, of course, and then we'll decide whether he's worth salvaging, or perhaps we can return him to the darkness.
He may not like that, of course. He is not in the best of spirits.
You said he had died and then come back in this form.
That is the way it happens, is my understanding.
How would you feel if we had to just return him?
That is not an option. You need to promise me you will not hurt him.
Of course. I promise.
Give me a deception check.
How do you know I'm deceiving?
Are you?
Heck yeah.
Of course you are.
That's 24. Man, these rolls, huh?
And you were concerned about your stat rolls.
I will allow it.
What kind of room is he in right now? Restrained in any way?
No, he is just in the undercroft. And by no means may he leave. We must make sure the church is sealed and there is no way out.
I'm surprised you didn't open it to find out.
Okay. At this point, what do you guys do?
I say we go back to the door entrance. It is, we've been here for a while.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay.
Let's go.
I really don't want to be near the altar, by the way. That's why I'm avoiding it.
I mean, you still kind of smell like pee, so just not. I don't want to be too close to you.
Fair enough.
Just like a couple steps back.
Sorry about the urine smell.
Okay.
I'm changing my pants less these days.
Okay.
I noticed that your altar is quite damaged. Looks like some sort of clawing, scratching marks.
Yes.
May I ask what happened?
I'd prefer not to talk about it.
Please, anything might help our situation.
Persuasion check. And if you're helping him, you can give him his.
Sure. At 5.
At 5? So in that case, it is 27.
It was my son, of course. I struggled with him and managed to lure him into the basement. I pray day and night for the Morning Lord to save him, tell me how to save him without destroying him. That was a year ago.
A year?
You've kept him down there, starving for a year.
Yes, but he does not hunger like we do.
Well, what has he been eating? Anything?
No.
I suppose if he is a creature who is undead, regular food and nourishment would be required.
Shall we return to the church?
Yes, we shall. But first I wait for Ismark in Irina.
Of course.
Yeah, so let's just walk back.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we walk back to the gate.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys kind of approach the gate, you look ahead and you see that Irina and Ismark come out of the mausoleum, and they close the door. Father Donavich locks it, and he nods at them, and then you guys start the walk back. Okay, you get to the front of the church.
Can I ask them, the brother and sister, as we're walking?
Sure.
And did you get what you needed from our help getting your father in the tomb?
Well, of course we did. We needed him to be put to rest, and the father helped us do that, so yes, thank you.
Good. Yes, this is exactly what we came here to help you. Glad we could all help you. And you guys are back here now?
Yeah, is everybody back at the door?
Yes.
No?
Unless you guys want to say anything on the way back.
Well, I want to run up to Sterling and I'd be like, Sterling, you won't even imagine what I did. I scared the pee out of Falpher. Falpher.
So, he smells like pee now too?
He smells like pee. I scared him.
He smells like
wait
butter
for a
and
moment.
pee?
I was not very scared. I was reacting because I knew she needed to be encouraged in her scaringness.
I understand. I smell the pee now.
Okay, so you guys are back at the front. You guys all enter the church. As you're all inside, the Donavich turns to Ismark and Irina and says, "These wonderful companions of yours have offered to take a look at Doru." And Ismark and Irina know of the situation. I mean, it's been a year, so everyone kind of knows of the situation. It looks like nobody's been at the church to actually be here for a service in a long time.
And this is the first time that I'm hearing this? That they've decided that we're going to go and help?
You're hearing from the priest that they have offered to help, to try and help. Yeah.
So this face is like,
okay.
And this is my face looking at them, going, like, are you guys serious?
So I'm surprised too, because I didn't hear that conversation from where I was.
Sure.
Yes. Well, then, if there's anything we can do,
just a quick glance.
What a moment. You agreed to what exactly?
Falpher, step a little farther away, please. It's unpleasant.
Listen. Okay, fine. I will simply step away for a moment, and okay, so I'll move to the other room. Sorry. And I'll go find a piece of. I'll go to the bed in this room. It looks, because I remember it not being.
As you start to open the door, Donavich just, please.
Oh, forgive me. No, but seriously, I was so scared before. I did something terrible in my pants.
That is my son's room. Please don't go inside.
Okay, do you have a towel or something that I may clean myself with?
Perhaps in his room he does. Where you left the puddle.
So I didn't leave a puddle. I peed a little. It was a trickle.
To soak
Peed a little.
fabric and
Sorry, I need some help. I know you are a man of the cloth. Perhaps you have extra cloth.
yeah.
Very well. I will be back. And he walks out. He walks into his office and he closes the door behind him. You hear a cabinet open. The cabinet closes. He comes back out and he gives you a dirty kind of cloth. He says, "You may keep it."
Thank you. I will go into a space. I'll scurry around, go to a space, wipe myself down.
Yes.
And then come back.
Okay,
I'm now at the back.
Okay, so when you get back, you see that the priest is already starting to chain the doors shut.
Chain these doors shut?
Yeah.
Whoa. Wait a moment.
And he puts the padlock on.
Okay, wait a moment. What is he doing over there?
I
I said that my son cannot leave by any means.
No, but may we leave by any means?
Well, it is safe, of course. But you don't want him free in the village. He will cause much pain and suffering.
You don't not want me not free in this church.
Are we certain we want to let this boy out?
Well, we'll do everything we can to not let him out.
The plan should be to go down to see him, not to let him up here.
Exactly.
Yes.
But what will you do if he attacks you? Would you defend yourself?
You haven't thought that far, have you, Dmitri?
He must not be harmed. And if there are some of you who do not want to stay in the church, you may leave.
That is a very, very difficult decision. Okay, I will leave.
Okay. And he's standing right there. He unlocks it and he opens it up and he opens the door for you.
I'll go out. Sorry, guys, I cannot stay for such a time as these. Boom, and I.
Anyone else going?
I cannot in good conscience allow you to endanger yourselves without being there to assist.
I'm just outside. Can I hear what he's saying? At the door, if I'm listening?
Like,
Give me a perception check with a disadvantage because you're behind.
Okay. Okay, so that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
But disadvantage. That is a natural 1.
You hear...
But I re-roll natural ones, don't I?
True.
The halfling luck, right?
Yeah.
Not the lucky feat, but the halfling
That's right,
luck.
halfling luck.
So how does that work again? Once per...
The one is rolled,
And that is
and this has to stick.
that is an 18.
18. But do you get to reroll every single one?
Every single natural one.
Regardless of...
But then he has to stay with the reroll.
Yep.
Okay. So what is it?
18.
18. Yes, you hear the muffled sounds inside, yes.
Okay. So he just said, crap, I was trying to react to what he said and I forget now.
He cannot, in good conscience, endanger us or let us be endangered.
Okay. I can.
Are you two staying then?
yeah, I'll stay. I can't leave you guys.
Very well, priest. Lead us down.
Ismark says, Irene and I will go outside. I cannot put her into Parham. She is supposed to be kept safe. This is not safe. And he starts to lead her out.
So this guy
Just outside the door there.
and this girl here.
I am concerned that we allow ourselves to be sidetracked very often.
Well, let me clarify. Are you saying that as soon as we open the door, that there's a possibility that your son might just pounce, like jump out from there?
There is many possibilities. That is one of them. I do not know. I have not opened that door in a year.
So you do not know if he is bound?
He is not bound. I lured him down there and then I shut the trap door and locked it.
And I say, like, guys, what are we gonna do? What's the agenda here? So we see some dead person with
Please, it is my son.
And he is hungry.
We see a nice young dead gentleman that's hungry and
you are all food. Not me, but you are.
What do we do? What's our point? Why? What are we trying to do? He's dead. We can't kill him.
You make a very compelling point. We don't really know how or what.
Then I will make two of my own. First of all, we're newcomers to this land, and since it seems that vampires play a major role within this land, it would behoove us to learn more about them in a controlled situation such as this.
This is not so controlled.
Secondly, this poor boy has been staying in the basement suffering for over a year now. Who knows what the situation is? Perhaps the compassion inside of you might urge you to seek out the answer to that?
Was there not discussion not that long ago that to become a vampire someone has to die? I'm not sure that his hunger is natural, and I'm not sure that the anguish is something worthy of pity.
Priest, your son, why did he seek you out here? Was he in control of himself when he did?
Yes.
What were the circumstances around his arrival?
He just showed up after I heard that he had been dead. And he was not himself.
And what did he want from you?
To torment me.
Oh, sounds great, guys. Let's go. And then I turn around.
The devil sent him to do so.
And I'm walking back this way.
Perhaps him being underground is the best option for now, until we can come back with more information about how to help.
The priest has been seeking a cure. I'm sure that he has been researching vampirism extensively. Could he not answer the questions that you have, Rone?
He had no answers.
Is there anything that you know already that you've learned so far about your son's condition?
I do not know much, but it is well known within the lens that we are in of vampires. Of course, it is ruled by one.
As far as you know, is this condition irreversible?
My understanding is he is not full vampire yet.
Under what conditions would he become one?
I do not know. But I know that running water burns vampire like acid, and sunlight causes vampire to burst into flame.
Any water?
Running. Has to be running water.
Running water.
Although holy water is known to pause the regeneration that is caused.
Do you have holy water that you could give us on our quest as we leave here?
I have none left.
I see.
How did you get him into the basement?
I lured him. I told him that there was food. That I had trapped somebody for him inside. And he was hungry, so he went.
So I want to use the message spell to speak into Dmitri's mind.
Okay.
And I want to say, Dmitri, we should find out what the situation is, and we should really learn more about it. And if necessary, we should put this child out of his misery. But I'll leave the decision to you, and then, it's clearly my voice, and you'll notice me staring right at you.
What's going on in there? Is everyone okay?
You hear the chain and
Locked?
yeah,
It locked?
So it's the priest who locked it.
again
Man.
he relocked it.
What are we going to do as our friends?
Well,
Inside there was a
I'm
vampire.
not outside. I'm inside still.
Nope. You're out here with me?
Oh, I'm
That's
outside?
Irina.
Oh, that's Irina.
Yeah, I'm inside.
Oh, okay,
I
sorry.
know, I'm not
So
in
you
a
say
good
that to
place.
Irina?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? So I turn to Irina and Ismark.
Yeah.
Say, so what are you two doing here? Why are we still standing here? Should we not go tell someone that there is a vampire in the basement?
Everybody knows. That is why this church has been forsaken for so long.
What do you suggest we do?
We wait till your friends come out so we can go to Vallaki.
And what happens if my friends do not come out?
Then we go to Vallaki with you. You are brave.
This is terrible, terrible. Okay.
well, it sounds like there may still be hope for your son if you believe that he hasn't fully turned yet. I don't know much myself, but how about we leave now and return with more information, perhaps
You
some
see
sort
his-
of a cure.
You see his shoulders kind of sag, and he says,
Whatever, I will continue to pray
Yes.
day and night for him until you return. Unfortunately, the Morning Lord does not answer prayers since the devil Strahd took over.
I'm all for that idea, Dmitri.
Right. Well, I shall say a prayer for him as well.
And what god do you serve?
The god Olun.
I have never heard of this god.
Well, this is a very different land than what I'm used to, but I promise I will bring bring his name up in prayer.
Please do. My gods don't answer anymore. Perhaps yours will.
I think no god will in this land. I think darkness rules here.
It is true. Not even the mother of night.
And he puts his key into the padlock, unlocks it, takes the chain out, and opens the door.
I'm out.
Callie runs out.
I'm out. I high five my buddy, my little man there as I walk out.
You.
High five.
Ah, Callie.
Okay, you're all out of the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
This might have had critical information.
Critical failure.
My friends, you made it out alive. I was not sure.
It wasn't that long, so you know that nothing much has probably happened.
You are good? Everything's safe? Shall we continue on our quest?
Yeah.
Yes, and we're going to seek out any sort of information we might be able to bring back here to help the son in the basement.
Yes, of course. Help the son in the basement because he is screaming out for with hunger pangs. Let us go.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, so you guys are at the road that heads south through the village of Barovia. You remember that going south, you come to the kind of city, the village square, where the Blood on the Vine Tavern is, as well as that mercantile shop, and you start to hear that sobbing again that comes from further south along the road towards the Burgomaster's.
Can we stop at the store? Or whatever and grab
So
it,
at
or-
that point, you're with Irina and Ismark. As you guys kind of start to head in that direction, you're not quite at the square yet. As you start to head in that direction, Irina says, "So are we ready to go? Can we pack our things and head to Vallaki?"
I believe we need some supplies. No, my friends?
Yep.
We can see what they have at the store, certainly.
Yes, for sure. I am definitely low on arrows.
Did we pass one on the way?
It's up ahead, I believe. No?
Yes.
There was one near the tavern, if I recall.
Correct.
Yes, it is. There is a place there. I've been told by many travelers and adventurers that it is very expensive, but it doesn't have a lot of competition. It is the only store still open in the village.
Will, is it Vismark?
Ismark.
No, the Vallaki.
Oh, Vallaki.
Will Vallaki have a store?
I don't know. I have not been, but I'm sure it is a fortified town.
I cannot go anywhere without getting some more supplies. I must absolutely go to the store this moment.
Okay.
All right, we'll stop in quick then. Perhaps Vallaki might have what you need. But we'll stop here
Perhaps,
as well.
but I will take no time. I will go in, get my arrows, and come out. No?
All right. Let's be quick then.
Okay.
Okay. Irina and Ismark turn to you, and Irina says, "I do not want to leave my village, but if my brother thinks this is best, I will go. I don't go of my own volition, but I trust him. We will go prepare our things, and we will return."
You are going back to your home
Yes.
with your brother?
Yes.
And you will, although you do not want to, you will go with him.
With us to Vallaki.
To Vallaki, yes, of course.
Yes.
Okay, we will go to the store, and we will come back to your home to fetch you. No?
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you
Head to
guys
the
head
store?
to the store.
Yeah. I need to buy a set of arrows for myself.
Okay, so as you approach this merchant shop, the sparse light from this building spills out from behind drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads Bildrath's Mercantile. It looks to be about 70 by 40 feet or so. What do you guys do?
Everyone is okay if I go in, get some bolts for my crossbows, and come out?
Yeah, I'll go with
I
you.
guess.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay.
Because I need some arrows.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
You guys open the door. There is, you hear the of what used to be a bell, but there's no hangy thing anymore in it. And you kind of kind of creaks open, and it's dusty in here. There's a musty smell, but as soon as you enter, you find yourself in a 40 by about 20 foot kind of open area. There is a counter at the back, and there is a gentleman standing behind the counter, kind of doing some paperwork. He's got a quill in his hand, and he's writing it in a book. And basically lining every wall on shelves high up is tons and tons of equipment that you can imagine. And he greets you and he says, "Oh, hello. Welcome to Bildred's Mercantile. How can I help you? You must be new to the area, yes?"
Oh, yeah, absolutely new, but I very much like your accent. Where are you from?
Here.
Right, okay.
Everybody who is here is from here, unless you weren't, but now you are from here forever. But it happens.
Okay, so, went right over my head. As you can see, I'm only 2 feet
A lot
tall.
must do. You know what I'm saying.
No,
Okay.
I know.
All right.
Yes, thank
What
you for
can I
that.
help you with?
I need some bolts for my crossbows. These two things. Clink.
Oh, those are very nice. Yes. You want bolts?
Yes, s'il vous plaît.
Okay. How many are you looking for?
I need 20.
Oh, well, a case of 20 crossbow bolts, let me just see, is about 10 gold.
I will do it.
Okay, this is good.
Do you have 10 gold on you?
Nope.
I do not have 10
I
gold.
don't have. Why did you say yes to that?
I have no clue what I
You
said.
didn't even want to barter?
Do you have money?
Oh, of course. No, we have some money. I have some money, but it is. I will exchange for a game. You want to play a game with me?
We don't play games here.
Oh, okay. I can tell.
He was funny at first, and now
He does not want to play games. Okay, so how many arrows can I buy for? Just a sec here. For 10 pieces of silver.
Oh, he doesn't look too impressed.
No, watch this.
Okay.
I really need these bolts. Can you please offer some to me at the greatest price you have?
10 silver, you can get half a bolt. For half a bolt, we don't come in halves, they come in fulls. So you are going to have to buy more.
Okay, how about this? I will buy, let me do the math in my head. Okay, I will buy 10 arrows, 10 bolts for 3 gold pieces.
That is not how that works.
In my head, it's how it works.
If you want it badly enough, you will pay for it.
Okay, but I only have 3 gold. How many arrows can I buy with 3 gold?
Well, if I have 20 arrows for 10 gold, then how much would you buy for 3 gold?
Okay, I will do 8 arrows for 3 gold.
That is not how that works.
I'll try to persuade him to give me a good deal.
Yeah, okay, give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Okay, that's a 17.
As you can see, there isn't a lot of other shops. I mean, you can go to another shop
nice.
to find a better deal. If you find one,
You have a beautiful shop.
I will honor that. Oh, wait a second. I am the only shop in town. So, given that, I will give you the best deal ever. 2 bolts for 3 gold.
Perhaps maybe 4 bolts for 3 gold?
Let's go.
I need some arrows.
Okay.
I need some arrows.
Okay. For you, for arrows, 20 arrows for 10 gold.
And I look at him, and my eyes are like.
Persuasion check.
I got a little glittery eye thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a 3. And so
What's your persuasion?
it's not really gonna help, but okay, hold on here. My persuasion is 3. That's a 6.
Is there something in your eye? Because I perhaps have something, a self or something. Wash it, perhaps.
Okay, I need some arrows.
Yes.
How much are arrows?
20 arrows for
Yeah.
10 gold.
Okay, so can I do 15 arrows for 10 gold?
No. The deal is 20 arrows for 10 gold.
Why did you want to take a worse deal? The deal that you just had is worse than the one he's offering you.
Okay. Well,
Just buy some.
no, because I want to give I have money for you. I can give you some money.
Okay. I
So
agree with
we
that.
need to.
I agree.
Yeah.
Very good idea.
So
I
we
just
have to work
remembered-
together here.
I need a replacement string for a crossbow.
Yeah, you sure
you
do.
do.
You have a new
He-
crossbow.
he
So-
Money
comes in.
crossbow.
I do,
Oh.
I
Okay,
do,
so you walk
but
in?
I still feel bad for taking a crossbow if I can give you one back.
Where's my money?
So
again?
I walk in at about this point.
Oh, he looks at
Here.
you.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So
You
we
are
have to work a
quite.
deal out.
What are you?
I am Sterling.
What is a sterling?
That is my name.
How much for him?
Oh, no, he's not for sale. He's a friend. He's a... No, he's not... No, wait a moment. How much do you think he might be worth?
Well,
And I grab
know.
my mustache
I have
and just
never
start...
seen such a specimen before.
I take a step back
Yes.
towards the door, just backwards.
Okay, I quickly move to Sterling and I whisper in his ear. Can I get Sterling? Come, in his ear.
All right, so I bend right down. I actually have to like kneel down and bend down.
It is very important that you play along with me in this, okay? It's a game. Don't worry. It will be good.
You're trying to sell me?
No, of course not. You will never be sold. You are in my art. You will never go anywhere.
I didn't know you were an artist.
No, you are there. I painted you last weekend. Don't worry.
My art.
We've only known each other for maybe a day or two.
Forget. I just need your help on this one time, okay?
You want me to pretend I'm for sale?
No,
I nod at
pretend
you.
that you belong to me. Just pretend this one time. Okay?
Okay, this will be
I
fun.
am right here. Is he for sale or not?
Okay.
My friend. He will do services for you for a price. But this very expensive price. Do you have any work that you need done? Just pay them. He's not for sale as we cannot sell him, but he may do some things for you.
You have a broken bell on the door.
I do notice the bell on the door is broken.
He's tall. You can fix your bell.
He's very tall. Look at him
It's
compared
very
to me.
important to have a working bell.
If you have Smith's tools, I can fix your bell.
I have bells. And he points to the wall, and there is like 20 bells. But he says, if I put a bell there, I can't sell it to my store. I'd rather sell the bell than have the bell. Listen, okay? I have lots of help. And he goes, and he whistles, and through the curtain in the back comes this tall, almost 7 foot, built like an ox, young human. And he walks out, and he says, yes, Father. Well, how can I help you? And he is this massive, and he says, I have help. And the guy kind of crosses his arms like this.
No problem. Great. You have help. You are asking me if this man was for sale. My friend is not for sale, but if you need him for anything, just ask. And we need, how about this, an exchange. I will loan him to you for a small amount of time in exchange for 30 arrows.
Bolts or arrows? You want 40 arrows now?
20 arrows and 20 bolts.
You want to lend him to me? For what?
Like a trade program. You can show him off to your customers.
For what?
So, to bring like a...
You are the only customers I've had in a month.
Sterling's like, what the heck?
How are you doing so well with so few customers? It's perplexing me. This is not working, Sterling.
I charge ridiculous prices.
Okay, well, then I do not know what to do. I will give you. Fine. Well, however many bolts I can buy for.
What are you guys doing out front while this is kind of going on? Sterling walked in. You guys are kind of standing outside.
Oh, might as well walk in and listen at least.
Well, that's kind of taking a while. I thought they just went in for bolts.
Shall we take a look?
All right, let's see.
Try that.
I'm just gonna push the door open and enter.
Okay, you come in. He says, "Oh, more of you. Hello, my name is Beldrath. Welcome to Beldrath's Mercantile. Are you all together?"
He's just confessed that he charges outrageous prices.
But of course I do. But I have no competition, so you pay. You really want it, you will pay it.
That is outrageous.
Yes. So is Barovia. Welcome.
That's my point.
Fair enough.
Do you need anything? Because this man clearly does not know what he's talking about. I just want gold.
How much would it be for a replacement string for a crossbow?
Oh, well, I can... Do you need it put on as well?
I I believe I could do that on my own with my newfound knowledge.
Perhaps that is 5 gold.
5 gold?
Yes.
I believe that's worth more
Very
than the
good
crossbow itself.
No, not here. And I don't have crossbows. And you see, there are no weapons in the place.
I think I could fix this myself. I should have tried that first.
True. Well,
He's raking us over the coals.
Is this really your way of doing business by charging so much that nobody buys anything?
No, we have people buying. You meet a vampire or two and then you buy everything that you can. You come back when you need it.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
I do not know. All I know is that if I do not get any bolts from my crossbows, I may no longer be of use to any of you.
I have some extra bolts. How much is he charging?
He's charging 3 gold pieces.
10 gold for 20.
10 gold for 20, 3 gold pieces for
Well,
what?
for 2, he was selling me the... Right?
Yes,
This is
of
what he
course.
said.
That's math.
Yeah,
That's
right.
how it works.
Of course.
I don't
That's
think
a deal, actually.
I don't think that's how the math would work.
No, I tried to...
No, it's cheaper.
10
I was
gold-
trying to give him a deal.
10 gold pieces for 20 or 3 gold pieces for 2?
I'm just counting on my fingers.
Yes, because
2 gold... 2 should be 1 gold piece. That is 10%.
yes, that is no 2
So
should
may
be
I
one,
have
yes.
6 bolts then, since he just corrected your math?
I still think
I'd
that
have to
you're-
break a case. Then I can't sell a case.
I have extra.
You do? Okay, then we are...
5 silver per bolt.
We are-
Okay?
We are here. If you have an extra, and
5 silver
for,
per bolt.
for no reason.
1 gold
If
for
I have
2.
enough, then we do not need to be here. Do you have arrows as well?
Well, I have.
I do not have arrows.
I'm not.
I have arrows. 20 for 10 gold. Do you have anything for sale? We can do a deal. We can trade.
We have things for sale. I just
very
don't
good.
believe you will give us a good price.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Try me.
I think we've tried enough.
You're not for sale, though. We've decided.
I am not for sale.
Oh,
Not this
dear.
time, no.
oh well, of course not.
Well, he was a couple of minutes ago. They wanted to trade
It
for
was a
some
simple,
bolts.
it was a simple
didn't.
idea. No, it's fine. No worry about it. We will not bring it up again.
Okay, so let's do this, please. I have much to do.
Do we have anything to trade? If we can't give
We
them
have
money.
things that we had recovered.
Things, a few things. Yes, there were a few things. That we,
We have the eye patch with the carnelian in it.
Oh, carnelian. That's a very nice gem.
It is.
yes.
We have moss agates, 3 of them.
Those are very expensive, too.
Indeed.
When you say
What would you give
very
us for the mossy
expensive,
gates?
What did I tell you they were worth?
You said 10 gold. I have
10
them in my
gold.
bag. But you have them in yours.
Well, okay. If it's in your bag, I remove it from mine. But,
Oh.
yeah.
He says, may I see them, please?
I hold one out and pass it to him.
He takes out an eye thing and he puts it in and he looks at it very closely. Very nice
I watch
quality.
very carefully.
Nice clarity. I will give you 11 gold for this one.
Very well. Then 33 gold for 10 of for 3 of them.
Sure.
I throw them in the bag.
We do trade.
I'm sorry.
They want bolts, no?
Afraid not.
But you're going to give me gems, I give you gold, and then you're going to spend your gold to buy things, no? You just want gold.
That's right.
because then we can split them up as our friends between us as a party. Why not? It's a good idea.
He doesn't seem like he's going to share.
Oh, he's fine. Look at him. He's so handsome and tall.
I will pay what I said I'd pay. 33 gold for 3.
I toss in the bag for the 33 gold.
Yeah, and he counts out 33 gold.
Okay.
Puts it down on the counter and pushes it towards you. And you see that they all have this same visage. Give me a history check, please.
So that's perfectly on an angle between a 4 and an 18.
So let's roll it again.
That would be a 12.
12. You actually think that this resembles the statue, the wooden statue that you saw in the basement of Death House.
Oh, with the wolf.
Interesting. And who is this?
That is Strahd Vensarvich himself.
Of course.
Have you not met Strahd yet?
It seems like he offers a good price. Perhaps we should sell the rest of the stuff that we encountered.
All right, so there's the carnelian eye patch.
How much did I say that was worth?
50.
Can you, do you have a pencil?
Let me see. Inspects it.
So we have the 30.
I will give you 40 gold.
And remember, you don't know what it was originally.
That's true. Okay. How do you all feel about 40 for the eye patch?
I knew how much it was, though.
I don't remember which ones
You
you
had me
looked at.
to do a mass
Was it
investigation
for
all
the...
that.
Okay. Yeah, you know it's worth around 50.
How about say 50?
How about 45?
45 and you throw in 20 bolts.
Persuasion check.
This guy's good.
He's very good.
Not 20.
Hello.
Plus 6.
Well, that would mean I would lose 10 gold. No, 5 gold. So how about I give it to you for 55 with the bolts.
55 gold with the bolts.
Yes.
Done.
Okay.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. We will thank you for a long time for this.
So,
Wait, I
now we
have
have
arrows.
Yeah, she needs arrows still. But yeah, but 55 gold is.
so does he hand over 55 gold?
No, so he wait a second.
You said 55.
Dude, that persuasion check was so strong. It worked on.
No, wait. So he said 40.
He said
You
45, and then I said 45 with 20 bolts, and then he said, how about 55 with 20 bolts?
No, I meant including 20 bolts.
Oh, did you?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
That's
damn
what I
it.
So 45 gold then?
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
20 bolts. Is
No.
that
So,
exactly what I asked for?
you're getting 10 gold off of the if he's giving you
How do you
if he's giving you wait a second, he's giving you 40 gold for your thing.
and then we negotiated, and I said 50 and he said 45.
Yeah.
And then I said 45 with 20 bolts.
Yes.
And then
My brain's
you
clearly
countered
not
with
working.
Yeah.
55 gold and 20 bolts.
No,
Yeah.
I meant with 20 bolts. So basically
What?
basically what he's saying is the difference is he's paying you 10 gold for the 20
Instead of the
bolts.
21.
So he's giving us 45 gold and 20 bolts, is
Yes,
what you're saying?
yes.
Which is originally what I asked for, and that 20 got me
55.
it, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us
You're
the
saving
40
10. You're saving 10 gold on the bolts.
So 45
Gold pieces.
So he gives us 45 gold, and he
Yeah.
takes the 20 bolts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we pass him the thing, the eye patch.
Yes.
Yes.
He takes the eye patch.
All right, I'll remove that.
Was there anything else of
Guys, I
value?
need some
I
arrows.
think we need some identification on the items from the children.
Can I see?
Oh, we did. What items was that? Again?
I have this potion, and Callie, you have that box
Yes.
with the
Paints.
paints.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't know what these things are yet.
Oh.
Do you have identification services?
Not magical. I cannot tell you exactly what it is, but I can look at it and tell you what I think it might be.
Okay.
For how much?
Depends on the item.
Shall we just go?
Perhaps.
She needs some arrows still.
Yes.
How about this? No, go ahead. Sorry, never mind. My idea will not work.
What was the price for arrows?
20 arrows, 10 gold pieces.
Tell you what.
No, that
Yes.
was because of the trade of the patch.
Is this what you told us when we first came in?
If you-
20
if
arrows
you-
for 10 gold pieces?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I misheard.
Tell you what. 5 gold pieces for 20 arrows, and we'll call it a day.
No. 10.
I think this
Unless
is
you
a
have
very
something else.
fair deal.
Unless you have something else to trade.
What?
And then I can
Do we
make
have anything
a
else
little
in the-
bit of, profit.
I have the 3 spell scrolls, but I won't offer them here.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh.
I don't have anything else in my
What
inventory
else?
from.
Didn't we get more stuff in those chests?
I thought we got some
than
more
just
stuff.
those two things? Like, I'm not
Well,
finding
you
anything
got
in my
the
inventory.
you got the sword,
You
the
guys got a
magic
ton of stuff.
magic sword, I think.
The silver sword.
Silver sword. Right, that's what it was. It wasn't
Flask
magic.
of alchemy fire,
It was silver.
bullseye lantern, set up these tools.
They're all practical things to have, though. That's
Well, I
the
had 2
thing.
gold pieces and 11 silver. There was a Aspergillium cloak of ghoul skin, which is that what you're wearing?
I'm wearing a cloak of protection.
Right.
You don't know that.
No.
That was in the cupboard.
Those were all the Aspergillum was all the items.
Oh, those are the items. That's
What do
I
you
wrote.
charge for torches?
For a torch, let me see here. For a simple torch, 10 copper per torch.
10 copper per torch.
Or 1 silver.
I see.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I have these. I pull out from my bag. Pull out this root that's there, still alive.
Wait, you have the root? I thought someone else had the
No,
root.
it was in my bag.
And it
Right, you had
immediately stinks.
Okay.
Like, I'd like you guys to make a Constitution saving throw.
7.
7.
9.
This is gonna be tough.
You guys start to retch, but you manage to kind of, and it smells more than you get wrapped in a thing in the back.
That's terrible.
And
So I technically got a -1.
Oh.
okay,
0.
did you roll a -1 or
I rolled
or
a 1.
a natural one?
Nat 1. Oh
Okay.
wait, I don't get nat 1s. Ah.
No, mine's 9. Sorry, 9.
Okay. Those under
yeah,
10
so
but above a
mine-
2 manage to kind of hold it together.
8. 8.
8 managed to hold it together,
Okay.
but he just he projectile vomits. He rolled a natural 1. Projectile vomits all over your face.
Oh.
Then Periwimple beside him also vomits over the counter, all over the
Say.
root, all over his stuff. And
Would you give us 20 arrows to leave?
But please, what is that?
It's-
Go!
I'm sorry.
Wait, can I have the arrows? Can I have my arrows?
No!
We will
Out
stay.
of my shop!
We will stay if you do
Get
not
out.
give us arrows.
Get out!
Yeah, I like pick it up and I'm like flinging it around.
Periwimple like lifts,
Picking it up?
Yeah, because I'm not retching.
and
I just-
there is soil and dirt
Yeah,
and
I'm
garbage.
flinging this root
just-
around. Give me my
And you
arrows.
actually
Give me
feel
my
it
arrows.
now starting to, it writhes in your hand while you're almost like it's alive while you're doing this, almost like a tentacle that has freshly been chopped and it's still kind of moving a bit.
Right.
And he lifts the counter over and he puts the flap over and he starts to walk towards you guys and like starts to like usher you guys out.
Fine.
Which one?
How about
The big
guy.
boy.
20 arrows,
we're talking,
and
we're
we'll
still
go
trying to
without
bargain.
You
any...
need to leave my shop.
Fine.
I am done.
Fine.
Sorry about that.
I'll work
Pass
it
me
out.
that. I'll put it back in the bag. Sorry. And we leave.
Oh!
All right, so we leave the shop,
Yeah.
and outside
I forgot
then
this
I'll
man.
whisper, should we hide it in their eaves trough or something?
Oh, this is a very good idea.
It's moving. We should clearly keep it till someone who knows its value.
I still think we should burn it.
No, but
Just keep
let's
it-
rewrap it then.
I'll put it back in the robe. And robe it again.
Okay.
Pop it in
At
the
this point, you guys walk out. You're wiping vomit off your face.
We've not made new friends today.
Now you smell like pee and vomit and butter.
No,
And
no.
butter.
I smell like adventure.
There's a candle for you.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Falpher candle.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what do you guys do?
Falpher, it
We
occurs
go-
to me you're in need of a good cleaning.
Clearly, Falpher's that one.
I could help you out if you gave me the right price for it.
Oh, what kind of cleaning are we talking about?
You're going to charge him to clean?
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and clean my clothing and robes.
Okay. All of a sudden, his clothing and
You
robes
can-
look
you
a
can
lot cleaner than they
breathe
were.
on it. You can have running. He can,
No, it just
Just like a
disappears.
magical clean.
Like it just,
It just
like
fixes
twinkle, twinkle,
up.
twinkle,
Yeah.
Cinderella.
Hermione magic.
I mean, no, I'm good, thanks. I'm a ranger.
All
You
right.
don't need to be clean.
Yes, they'll smell you from a mile away.
They probably will.
We'll find out.
Expert ranger, this one.
So let's go walk back to the house and grab the 2.
Okay, so you guys head back to the manor.
Yeah.
You greet them. They are ready to go. They have their packs,
Okay.
and they're ready to head out.
Okay.
All right.
In a moment of quiet, I'll lean into Rone and I'll say, maybe you could cast that on him when he's sleeping.
I just smile and don't give an answer.
All right.
Okay. All right. So you guys, as you were going back again towards the manor, you passed that townhouse where that relentless sobbing is happening. Mm-hmm. Again, you guys come back up. On the coming north way, again, on the right, you hear the sobbing in that townhouse, and you guys keep going.
We are just heartless.
You guys are now back in the center.
I'm supposed to be, but
square.
You guys aren't.
You guys are in the center square, and Ismark says, Valaki is to the west. We shall go.
Sure. Is there any running water around? Is there a fountain? Is there anything?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Not that you know of. No, not yet. Okay. You guys are on your way. Ismark tells you... One moment, please.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah, exactly. Ismark tells you it is.
We brought our own lollipop guild.
Did
it is approximately, depending on if we take the road, which is the old Slavic road, Svalak road, sorry, it is going to take about 4 hours to walk.
What dangers should we expect on this path?
All. You should always expect all dangers.
All dangers.
All you should expect.
Oh, goodness.
I believe we have
Shall
much
we?
to discuss on this
There's
journey.
no horses or wagons or anything around. Just,
Not yet.
we're just gonna walk it out. All right. Okay, pull up my pants a bit. I'm ready for it.
As you guys are walking,
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
you guys get to the mouth of the Valaki. You're kind of seeing the end of the horses, and there is a wagon at the end of the way. And you see a man on top, and it is Boris. And he's waving like this.
Yay!
Hello!
Hey, Boris!
Where did you guys go? And that is where we're going to take a break for tonight.
Oh, Boris.
Where did you guys go?
Boris.
Okay, so I am going to currently, what am I going to do? I'm going to go have a bio break. Again, if you like what you've seen here, please, if you head to twitch.tv/RealmSmith, hit the follow button. You will like this little purple thing here. If you subscribe, that's wonderful. Or Twitch Prime subscribe, it will blink twice blue. Thank you for joining us tonight. We really, really appreciate it, especially on a holiday Monday, as it is today. We are going to have Grigori come and tell you guys about the extra life items that we have for sale, that you can send the group in the adventure. And then we'll be back with some questions. If you have questions, please write question and then your question in the chat, and these guys will answer it. We'll probably take like a 15-minute break or so, and then we'll be back into the game. Cool?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's good. Awesome.
Subscribe and light up our life.
Light up our life with a subscription.
Lights.
Our extra lights.
I said life. I stand by it.
There's no one there.
Quickly. Oh my gosh. What's going on?
Grigori!
I'm gonna take
Take that one.
Adam's on microphone.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
That was the wrong accent. That was a different accent. That was somebody else. That wasn't
That
Grigori.
wasn't Grigori.
That wasn't Grigori. That was just Gregory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Different guy altogether. Entirely. Yeah, this is the way I usually wear it. Hey! Hello! I am Grigori. And once again, we are here to talk about extra life. Because we love Fediki.
Where's the merchant stand?
I do not see the merchant stand, but I do see. Oh, there we go. Look at the merchant stand. Look at these things that are down here before us.
Hello again, Grigori. Hi, Grigori.
Hello, the kids. I love you, the kids. Yes. Now we are here to help the kids because Extra Life. When you donate to Extra Life, you donate to help the kids. Look at that. I got that right the first time. All right.
You did that well, Grigori.
Nice. Because Extra Life helps Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and the money that is donated through RealmSmith here, through twitch.tv/RealmSmith. Yes, that is where you go to donate. You go there to donate. The money that comes through there will actually help the Toronto Children's Sick Kids Hospital. Indeed.
Gregory,
Yes.
I have something to tell you.
Wunderbar.
I have something to say about KWA68 says he or she has donated every single episode so far.
Wow! Shout out to
KWA68.
KWA68! Well done. Your generosity is going to help the kids.
Thank you so much.
And as you know, when you help the kids, you also help the party. And as we know, they need the help because they have almost died many, many times, and times where they probably should have died and did not die because of your help. So, looking down here, we have the greater potion of healing. It is covered. Hey, we have the children in the woods will show up once again, or the children from the mist will show up once again. Next, we have a quiver of +1 bolts, 10 of them, for 300 gold pieces.
I think Falpher could have used that this evening.
Indeed. Gold pieces or your dollars in the weird world you all live in. Yes, indeed. So, that is 300 gold pieces. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Would you like some water, Gregory?
I need a lozenge is what I need. The cough medicine is keeping me going.
Get back in character, Gregory! What are you doing, Gregory?
I have multiple personalities. What can I do? All right. So I believe that is 100 gold pieces more, and then that will be equivalent +1 bolts. If you want the shopping episode to end and proceed to adventure,
yes,
donate today.
Donate today.
And then for an additional 200 gold pieces, a potion of invisibility. And then, there, okay, 400 gold pieces, necklace of fireballs with 2 beads on it. That's 2 fireballs.
I bet Rone would love that one, Gregory.
He probably would. To the detriment of the entire party, because we know how fireball works. And everybody dies.
Rone is perfectly trustworthy, I'm sure of it, Gregory.
And then our next goal that we're reaching for is 2,500 gold pieces, and with that is a scroll of resurrection. Hopefully the party will be able to find somebody that can help and actually cast this thing. We'll see.
Oh my god.
But once again, that is extra life. Extra life. Twitch.tv/RealmSmith is where you can donate to help the kids and help the party. Remember, we love the kids. Help the kids. For the kids. For the kids. And this is where I, Gregory, will sign off today.
Greg out.
For all of you, Greg out!
Greg out.
Thanks, Brandon.
I hear gout is the rich man's.
Greg Gout. Oh, yeah. So,
Actually,
I'm going to sit over here momentarily.
go for it. I'm gonna go get some water, and indeed, I'm gonna
Alright.
get a lozenge.
All right, all Joel here. I am going to just see if there's any questions. Guys, do you have any questions that we could answer before the end of the session? There's Tilo J. Oh, I like this. So Tilo J. I'm gonna put this on the camera right here, and go like this. There are these 2 things. Spinner dice. So, people are asking about it. Oh yeah, could you share? Oh yeah, I do have the share questions. Yes, thank you, Tim. Okay, so Tilo J asked, where do you get the spinny dice? Well, I will post during the break after I'm done answering questions the link to the Kickstarter preview page for these dice that we invented, and so you'll be able to go and get them. And they're awesome. This one is a D20 and a D10. This one is a D4, D6, D8, D12. And yeah, so that's what those are. And I will put the Kickstarter page inside the post. Okay, next question. Hey, Jay's back.
We were talking about the spinny.
Someone asked the question. I was answering it. Next question is, I have a question for Jason. Any advice on being a good DM? That's a pretty broad.
It's a pretty broad question with pretty broad answers. Could be a good DM. Oh, geez. Preparation for me. Every DM is different, so that's hard to say because it really depends on the type of person you are. I'm the type of person that has to prepare. If I don't prepare, I can't really, within that preparation, I can kind of step outside of it. Preparation is really important. Having fun is really important, but not being over-prepared so that you railroad your players and don't have the flexibility to do what you can.
Totally.
I think that's a good, quick answer.
Are you using any homebrew rules in this stream?
Homebrew rules? Not necessarily. I'm using derivatives of existing rules.
Okay.
I guess, right? So I've made up the rule for you about your crossbows, which you're not. We've kind of changed that. Yeah. But we can actually talk about those rules that we've.
Yeah.
For example, you can talk about that conversation that we had earlier.
Yeah, for sure. So we had a conversation earlier about whether or not Falpher can, within the construct of this game, use 2 crossbows given his level. I think what we've decided is that will no longer be the case. Falpher cannot, in a single combat turn, use 2 of the crossbows at the same time, so not double attack. And the reason we, I think, agree that that's the right thing is because eventually there is a feat that I will have access to as a halfling ranger that allows me to do that. So rather than kind of preempt that rule happening, we're just going to RP into it eventually, and then pick that feat for Falpher. So that's something I had been using as a homebrew rule. We decided not to use. So yeah. So that's one of the things where we kind of had a small discussion to figure out what to do. Yeah. I'm sure there are other homebrews, but it's kind of hard to determine at this point, and you probably don't have a ton of time to explain.
I forgot about the ivory hair.
Other questions. Don't paladins pee holy water? Edward T.
Yeah, I think so. And it is running water, too.
It is running water.
Running holy water.
The perfect vampire slayer. I've never seen that in a vampire movie ever.
Father Donavich, we're back.
The best peer of all of us is Callie.
She is so far the most experienced.
She's the only one that's ever done it here.
Well,
the most consistent, I'd say.
No, wait. She hasn't been the only one who's done it. She has been the only one to cause them, though. I have now peed.
Yes, all of the urine has been of your will.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yes. Ball and Hobo says, RealmSmith, I'd like to know where they got those unique dice roller things. I keep looking at Sterling's. It's interesting. Yeah, those are an invention that that me and a friend came up with, and they will be on Kickstarter. I will post the link in the stream chat tonight. So, and then I'll provide it to the D&D folks so that they can put it on theirs. Okay, so question, is Sterling a Rune Knight Warforge?
Yes.
Trobe 19 asked.
Indeed he is. That was what I chose at level 3. That's his fighter archetype. And I chose which I realize now is a mistake, Fire Rune, because my intelligence is +0. So that means that the DC on this is a 10.
You can swap it at level 4.
Yeah. So level 4, I'm going to swap that out probably for Cloud. And I also took the Storm because of the votes online from last session. Everybody was saying, go Storm.
Ball and Hobo asked again. Question, why is Falpher not recovering bolts? Those prices are outrageous. Had I known the prices, I would be recovering bolts.
But we've also, in our game, we've always had it so that once you fire the bolt and it hits its target, it's no longer recoverable.
It's not a useful item anymore. That is also something we determined.
I've heard rulings about like half are recoverable or
right,
so that, but
we haven't searched for them. We haven't spent time after combat doing that kind of thing. So I don't know that we're gonna start.
We're not following the Skyrim logic.
Yeah. KWA68 said, sucks. I really wanted to know how Jason handled the crying. Not sure what that means. The crying.
Like in the background, the Sirenscape?
Oh. I think maybe the crying of the person we were walking by. You know, the house we keep walking by and there's always crying?
Well,
is that it?
I'm surprised that none of you have done anything about it. Like, my character wouldn't care, but you guys are supposed to be compassionate.
Yeah. I feel like it's been 2 days, and if they're still crying...
That's true.
Then I'm not sure we're going to solve their problem.
Yeah. Right. Mima the Lolf says, or asks, do y'all have backup characters planned?
Some, I guess. Some.
Originally, I didn't, but then I wanted to see what it would be like to roll up a cleric.
Yeah.
Just because people kept mentioning in the comments, because I read through the comments.
Yes.
The live stream comments.
I think it's safe to say everyone is super concerned that we do not have a cleric in the party.
Yeah.
Including us.
Including we, yeah, exactly.
So I rolled a Hiri cleric.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wilkst9786 says, question for Jason, seriously, in the Death House, how close did you think there was going to be a TPK, and did you have a backup plan? Let's leave that question for later.
Really?
He's just walking in the room, so I think this is a valid question, really interesting.
Okay.
Because I would love to at some point get a stream going that is called like Behind the Screen or something like that,
Yep.
which talks about these types of scenarios.
Yeah.
Question. For Jason, seriously, in the Death House,
Yes.
how close did you think there was going to be a TPK, total party kill, and did you have a backup plan?
As soon as Sterling got engulfed, first round, I got nervous. Then Dmitri went down. I was really nervous.
Yeah.
I didn't have I don't have a backup plan. If it happens, it happens. And so, I mean, I'm here to make sure that you guys have fun. And so I'm not pulling punches in Curse of Strahd, but I also don't want to make deaths worth nothing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So it's my job, in my opinion, to allow you folks to use whatever's within the game and to succeed. If you happen to not succeed, it's not because of me, it's because you guys can take the opportunities that you could in order to succeed.
Right.
Or really bad rolls or whatever the case may be. So I don't know if that answers it.
Kind
but
of. It's like
I don't have a backup necessarily.
If we die, we die.
So if we TPK'd, would you just be like, stream over?
No, because
we would talk about it for the next 12 weeks.
For me, and if anybody's watched our older streams, or if anybody's familiar with Barovia, death isn't necessarily the end.
Right.
So yeah.
In so many different ways, actually.
Yeah, in so many different ways.
Yeah.
I'm going to clear this because we don't need it anymore, so
Yeah,
you can
cool.
take some more questions.
More questions.
Get out of here.
Just turn off the...
Greater Church of
it's
Barovia.
Cool. So, right. So Jojo210J asks, question... Oh, Jason, you have to turn your mic on, by the way. Jojo21OJ says, how much are the dice spinners? They're going to be $45 on the Kickstarter, and then they're $62 after that on Amazon Prime. So you'll be able to buy them from Amazon. Hero Lunar Heart says, why didn't bury the children at the Death House? You lost a good opportunity there. And can you craft items like making bolts? Hadn't thought about it. Making bolts. Why didn't we bury the children?
I actually thought about it, but when we got back up there, the whole thing was full of smoke.
Oh, right.
So
we had to rush out.
We had to rush out because we were rolling constitution checks against the smoke.
We were fulfilling their final wishes by defeating the monster.
Right, and since I burned the house down, I mean, I kind of cremated them anyway, so, you know.
Runwolf99 says, how do you make a player? So... I don't know that it's actually quite interesting to make a player. There's a ton of YouTube videos from the handbook or helper guys from Critical Role on how to roll a character. Just generally speaking, though, it's in the player's handbook, and that player's handbook is actually the process is available everywhere online.
Yeah, in WASD 20. He actually has some really good videos on that.
That's awesome. Yeah,
and D&D Beyond will walk you through the steps to do that.
That's right.
Yeah, D&D Beyond makes it as easy as possible.
But from beyond that, you pick the type of class you want to play. What do you see yourself enjoying? Do you want to be a strong barbarian that's throwing everyone around, or do you want to be an intelligent wizard who's casting spells all over the place? You decide what you want to become in this world, and you look at the different options that you have, and you set about making that come to reality.
And as an addendum to that, you decide who you want to become and how cool you want them to be, and then see how the dice make them completely not that cool at all because they fail everything that they try.
That was Brandon's initial experience with a Warforged character here.
Just like in combat, I'm completely unimpressive. When it came to having an AC of 20, it didn't help me when it came to being engulfed. So there's many things.
Crusader 713 asks, being of celestial descent, so many great P questions tonight. Being of celestial descent, doesn't that make Callie's P holy? Should we not be harvesting it when she actively uses peeing in the game?
That's weird.
Vile.
It's vile. Okay,
That's weird.
Let's move on.
I mean, we don't have
remember
any
that,
vials.
though. Who wrote that?
Crusader 713.
First of all, don't encourage her.
Don't encourage her.
That's the first thing.
I'll remember
Second
that.
thing.
Landis the Thief asks, what are... Oh, sorry. I can't ask that question. What other... No, I'll ask it anyway. What other excrements do you think our fellow
Oh my
ranger will be covered in
goodness.
before the end of the session?
Oh, you've
Yeah,
had
thank you.
everything.
No, not everything.
Oh,
come on, Jay.
Poop!
Oh.
He hasn't been covered in poop yet.
Okay. Sorry, never mind.
Jeez, people.
Do we have like a bingo sheet that we could just...
Good. This is a really good question. One that I ask myself every single session. Just how evil is Rone actually? We can tell he's up to no good. The jig is up.
Yes.
Right?
Nobody's jigging here.
No one jigs around Rone.
Actually,
The jig
there is a jig
ended.
and it's
I
not
don't know.
long.
I think I've made some real attempts to mesh with you guys. I mean, I gave you a crossbow. I saved
You won me
your
over.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I offered to clean you, but you didn't take it.
For money?
Well, you know, you got to make a little sugar on the side. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Destructor the Penguin asks, do you guys have a snack maker for games?
We have a snack bringer.
Yeah, I'm like the mother hen kind of, and I bring the boys snacks every time. And
It's true.
We had Timbits today. We were talking
did.
about Timbits, so we had Timbits today.
So kind of you.
Yeah.
Or is,
We
one
haven't
time there was
thanked
like
you.
a what's that board? What's the C word? Charcuterie
Charcuterie.
board?
Charcuterie board.
I did that
Oh,
one
man.
time.
That was
Yeah.
delightful. We
Yeah.
don't pay you enough.
Sorry,
to make
guys.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple more minutes of setup
Pay
here.
you
Just
anything.
pats on
Lots
the
of
back.
there's
but-
lots of questions, so we got lots. We got.
That should-
But then the
board for
cast,
us?
the cast
Yes,
normally
it
goes out
was.
afterwards too.
I thought it was like just
You
the.
missed out on that.
Wait, there was a charcuterie board?
Well, that
There
was like
was.
a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
But
awesome.
you missed that whole.
Yeah.
Well, I had the spicy chips that you brought.
That was the same day as the charcuterie board.
Was
Oh,
it?
but I had both
Spicy
of those.
chips day was the
so you're
same.
good.
You should bring more of those. They're amazing.
Charcuterie.
Spicy
They
chips.
were
They were
horrible.
ghost pepper.
Smelling
chips?
it gave me heartburn.
Oh, I
Wowza.
love them. They were so good.
Kiwa68 asks, is an overlay planned to see character sheets? So,
Oh, it's disabled right
it's
now.
currently disabled
Because
on
I
the
did it for last night.
Yeah, we do have the D&D Beyond, like all of our character sheets are in D&D Beyond, and we do have the ability to turn it on before the stream. There's a couple conflicting other
can do it now.
overlays. Can we do it now?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to do it now, and then you'll be able to see the character sheets on, if you're watching on Twitch, on the RealmSmith TV Twitch, which is twitch.tv/RealmSmith. You'll see the panels there to be able to do it. I'll try to get that done again on this break. So, question to Rone from Wilksta9786. Admit it, you are not really evil. It's all a ruse.
No ruse.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out what's gonna happen. Who knows? It's not like I have some master plan to eventually befriend them and then betray them.
Oh, but maybe.
Nah.
What was that? Something about a.
Nothing.
Sounded like you said.
Want another healing potion?
Betrayal? Blunderware
with
HS asks, I wonder what beverage is in that copper cup. Moscow Mule?
Don't ask.
Who said that?
Seriously.
No.
It's water.
This is water.
The cup
It's
too.
water.
Legit
Yeah.
water. I don't know if you can see the water that's in there. I'm trying
It's
to.
water.
I tilt it and the water keeps going further away.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's water.
So yes, I got the overlay question. Dirty
Two more questions and
Caesar.
we're good.
Dirty Caesar.
That's the person's name. You
love
guys
it.
are
Wow.
inspiring my friends and I to stream our sessions. Thanks for keeping
Awesome.
me company when my husband is at work. Yeah.
You're welcome, Dirty Caesar.
Or it might be one of those.
God, he
Well, if
loves
they can stream, then certainly we can stream.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. That's more like
that's
we've
the
encouraged you
answer.
because of our failure to do it well. That anyone can stream.
Yeah, they can do it.
If we can do it, anyone can. Okay, so question: did the players familiar with Ravenloft make backup characters? We've talked about that a little bit. Backup characters again. Wow, people are super concerned.
They should be.
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Y'all are gonna die.
Rusty Drive. We're coming up to the end of the questions now. What are your guys' thoughts on a Hexblade Warlock Paladin?
I can honestly say I haven't considered it.
I've never multi-classed, actually.
Same.
I tend to enjoy peer classing more.
Yeah.
I get it. I get the rationale, and there's some really interesting builds out there with multi-classing. But after trying it a couple times in the past, I tend to enjoy more peer classing and really getting
the most out of your class.
And it's rare that you reach the end, but I hate the idea of missing out on those level 18, level 20 features of the class that are just beastly. So I prefer peer classing.
Yeah, and if we have to play for the next 10 years just to get there, well, so be it.
Yeah.
Did the players familiar with I did that as well. Backup characters, some more backup characters. When does Adam become a voice actor? Little known fact about Adam is that he actually is a voice actor. He does voice act on a couple different shows and has done commercials and is a couple promos.
Children's programming.
So if you're looking to hire Adam for voice acting, his phone number is 9.
You can find his profile on Tinder at. I like that one apparently.
Yeah, I do.
Ostlake0402 question: has anyone determined how much Sterling is worth? Well, it might happen in this episode.
I was super interested. I'm like, well, what would we get for him?
I know. That's what I
the
want.
metal value alone. just by volume.
For scraps.
Okay, so we have a ton more questions, but I don't think we have them.
We are ready to jump back in.
All right.
Folks.
All right.
You all
Sorry
ready?
if we didn't get your questions, but we'll get them next session.
If we can.
Yeah.
Keep asking.
All right. We'll take one more. Do you have one more?
Yes, I do.
Okay, one more.
Okay. What are you looking forward to? This is from Mima the Wolf. Question: what are you looking forward to when you meet Strahd? Father!
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Rone will turn on all of us, and then we... Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would be how we're gonna handle it.
If there's
Will we be ready?
possible way to handle it.
I don't... So
if we keep skipping content like the vampire in the basement, what if that was crucial? I don't know.
Yeah.
Strahd.
Yeah, but we can't. I mean, we can't keep getting sidetracked here.
I feel
we've
like
got
that
a
was
quest.
main story. It was like pretty.
I don't know.
I feel like
there's
Irina's
nothing we
main
could've
story.
done.
Yeah.
Irina's
there.
Bride of Strahd.
What?
I can't ask him because he never tells us anything.
Boss.
Well, actually, this is the way it's gonna go. Next, you're gonna meet the.
Come on.
I just
spoilers.
want to skip to the boss battles too. Everyone at home is wanting us to skip to the boss battles. Strahd is going to Strahd onto the stage. Strahd.
I get it. Pun.
Yeah.
It was good.
And
Saturday
then
Night Fever.
We'll have to deal with it. But yeah. So I will say we have 12 episodes per season. So if I'm to interpret the mind of Jay, he will somehow create some kind of situation where it'll be epic near the end. I would imagine of those 12. That's all I'm going to.
Or we just go into season
As you guys
2.
know, the man knows how to end an episode.
He does
so
know how
I'm
to-
sure he knows how to end a season.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Wait, can I do a question? Just quick,
Yeah.
Jason? Because I want to hear this. They want to know what voices you do, Adam. Do you do Morgan Freeman?
Morgan? I can try.
I love
Morgan
voices.
Fairchild?
Morgan Freeman. Most of the penguins will die.
But there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the price you pay living in Antarctica.
It's good.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're good.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, I love voices.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we're back in. You guys are approaching the end of the village of Barovia, and you see the wagon. This is not what you're looking at. Is
okay.
not. This is for later. This is for later. And Boris is on top of the wagon in the front, waving at you. saying, "Oh, you're welcome back. It's so good. Where did you go?"
I immediately turn to the party and go, "We do not tell him about Oral." And we, "Hey, my friend, hello."
Irina and Ismark look at you.
Oh yes. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just some little information. Okay, guys, do not mention him.
Well,
right?
I won't bring it up, but I'm not going to lie to him.
No, of course not. Don't lie. Just don't say anything.
All right.
Where's Oral? And who are these new people with you? And you guys have now arrived at the wagon. He's standing up. Who are these? Who's with you here? It's nice to. Wait a second. Are you Ismark the Lesser? And he looks and he kind of rolls his eyes like this when he hears them. Yes, I am the Burgomaster's son.
Ismark the Lesser?
I don't want to talk about that right now, please. And he says, "Well, are you ready to go? We go meet at Madam Eva, you meet our friends, we have a drink."
Yes, let us go. Shall we?
Give me a perception check.
Sure.
Which one?
Who, yeah, who?
Sterling, I said.
Oh.
No, that was quite the spin. Quite the spin, jeez.
All right. 21.
21.
Oh!
You notice that Ismark seems a little uncomfortable in the midst of Boris right now, in general.
Because he's Vistani?
Possibly. You get the feeling that, he talked about before that Vistani aren't to be trusted. Remember, he was in the tavern with the 3 Vistani ladies there.
But he had said
he gets
that
a little kind
Madam
of closer
Eva
to
is trustworthy, so... Okay, so I see the discomfort.
There is many of you here, though. I see.
Yes, we're helping to escort these fine people to Vallaki.
Yes.
May they join us?
Well, I can take 6 plus 1.
Well, let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will not have room for someone?
Well, there is 5 of you plus 2. That is 7. So yes, I take all of you.
Great.
Okay.
Strange.
Yes, 5 plus the 2.
Does Falpher count as 1? No offense.
Shall we wait for Oral? Is he right behind you?
Oral.
Terrible tragedy that.
Let's just say somehow he left his...
What do you mean tragedy?
Oh, it's just...
He got ahead of himself.
Yes, he. Let's just say he's
something
head,
happened to him.
Yes, for sure.
Someone happened to him. Yes.
Just tell me what happened.
See, the house we went in was very.
What house?
Well, there was a house back there that.
Let us just say he got ahead of himself.
Can you just tell me what happened, please? Enough.
He died.
He's dead.
He's no longer with us.
Oral is dead.
Yeah, we believe that perhaps something in the first house we visited caused for him to die.
Like someone moving a dumbwaiter up to the top floor and then dropping it.
Well, we didn't mean to drop it. We didn't drop it.
You killed Oral.
No, the thing broke by itself.
We are not sure exactly what happened, and we would have to investigate it further to find out exactly what happened. Right? We would have to investigate further to find out.
Yes,
Give me a deception
Of course.
check.
Who?
Him.
Nat 1.
Oh!
Roll the nat. Reroll.
No, that would have been so funny.
Okay, that is a 7.
Oral's dead, and you caused it.
It was the Durst house. We believe it was haunted, and strange things were happening.
It's true, all of us nearly died.
Whatever killed him, I
see
don't
you have
believe
been
it
in
was
some
natural.
battle. I see by your clothes, even your armor, you've been in battle.
We have been in very, very many battles since we last spoke.
That house is evil.
We were very close to death ourselves.
We've had to burn it down.
It will not stay that way.
What?
The burning will not work?
No.
How do you destroy a house like that? It's so evil.
You do not.
Oh, this is terrible. Where is
Where is his body? You brought it out, of course.
We
Buried it?
We could not find it.
We reached a point where the house just started basically turning on us, and we had to flee as quickly as we could.
It seemed like the body brought itself out.
What do you mean?
We saw bloody footprints from where the body was. We were trying to recover him before we left.
Sterling is right. There were footprints, bloody footprints where Oral's body was left.
Persuasion check.
Come on.
His body was
18.
We must report this to Madam Eva. It is very sad. We will mourn him. He was one of the best of us.
He truly was.
Certainly,
That
he
was
was
the
one
best.
Very brave.
He was certainly.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing at all.
I do not like your attitude.
No, he certainly was.
Perhaps
one.
we leave this one here.
Oh, that's certainly not what I meant.
Tell
It's
him
certainly what you
meant.
said.
Certainly, he was one of the best Villaki persons we have ever met.
Whose?
Just seemed very hasty, running himself into the house ahead of us, and then somehow trapping himself in the dumbwaiter.
Deception.
No,
I mean,
what I
you
meant
were
to
the
say
one
is
that convinced
certainly
him to
he
go.
was one of the best Vistani people we have ever met.
And he was only
21.
looking in the
That
dumbwaiter.
does not sound like anything that they just said. I am getting mixed stories.
That what happened?
Before you said that there was a dumbwaiter that was dropped, now you said he went in the house. Oral doesn't just run into places. I know him very well.
We were with him. We were right
I
there
feel like
with
I'm
him.
not getting the full truth here.
Well, he was certainly ahead of us when we went to the house.
May I speak to him one-on-one and explain my position?
Be my guest.
Sir, come with me. And I try to pull him aside, just for a second.
He eyes you as he walks away.
It was probably my
I
fault.
do not trust that one.
No, it's okay.
He's not trustworthy. I can feel he's trying to play with my emotions when my friend has passed.
Listen, I will tell you
I will not deal with it.
I will tell you the full
I
story.
like you, little man. You know that, even though I don't trust your beard.
I will tell you the full story right now. Okay?
Okay.
We went into the house.
Yes.
Oral was with us.
Okay.
A very, very kind guide. He stayed downstairs.
Yes.
I went up to the fourth floor.
Yes.
With a dumbwaiter from the kitchen. I got in. Look at me. Diminutive little man.
There was a waiter inside.
No, a dumbwaiter.
Why was he dumb? What
is-
made him dumb?
Let me tell you. It's like a little box that you pull up the floors. And I went into the elevator of this
Okay.
little box.
Yes.
Pulled up to the top.
Okay.
And when I got out, the box, it fell down and Oral was looking up. And so
He was killed by a waiter that was dumb.
Yes.
By an elevator. A little that you went up and it fell and killed him.
I feel so responsible. I am so
Was there
sorry.
blades on these? I don't understand. It took his...
Well, it was 4 floors up, and then it went all the way down, and I'm assuming it was very heavy.
I can't
And
believe
so-
you just told him the truth.
So it.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
But I'm not persuading.
Well, you're persuading him of the truth. And so he's heard a bunch of different things. So you're trying to tell him
Okay.
what the truth is.
Okay.
So give me a persuasion check with advantage because of the relationship you built with him on the way here.
So that's a 14 with advantage. You said. And that is that's an 8. So 14.
I trust you, little man. It is very sad. I don't think you tried to kill him. I don't know about that one. I will watch that one. You should watch that one. I don't trust him.
I will take your words to heart.
He's creepy.
He sometimes
Very creepy.
You should see his eyes at night.
His
He's
eyes
very
are strange. What do you mean?
No, he has very strange
How
eyes.
is this happening?
Strange eyes. You're not there. Strange eyes. What are you talking about?
No, sometimes his eyes turn very black and you cannot see any pupils or eyeballs or
That is
anything.
not. How do you travel with somebody who seems to be evil?
I have my questions.
Are you sure he's not a messenger from the devil himself?
Listen, when I was very small,
You still are.
when I was smaller than this,
You're smaller? You become smaller than this?
when I was half the size that I am right now,
That is very small.
very small,
Yes.
my father told me something.
Yes.
We went out hunting for fox
Yes.
in the forest, and I told him, Father, every night I'm having nightmares, and he says to me,
Falpher, what was happening in your nightmares? And I told him, every time I go into a battle, I lose the battle. And he says to me, this was a week before he passed away, he says, Falpher, it does not matter what weapon you take into battle, made of wood or steel or anything. What matters is that you have the right heart and you have the right intentions. And so when I tell you this story about my friend who came into the house with us, his name Rone, I'm so sorry about him. I tell you this about Rone in confidence. He's a little bit creepy. He's quite creepy.
The story all to say that?
I say this because I want to build our friendship a little bit. I am a little bit afraid of him, a little bit, and so I stay behind. But I promise you this: everyone else in the party is totally trustworthy. But you do have instincts that are worth following with this Rone man.
We will keep an eye on him.
I will as well.
Is he valuable, or we just leave him here?
No. I think we must keep him with us. If not only to be using him as a guide towards the evil monsters that we can destroy.
Fight evil with evil.
Sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
That is good.
He's like a magnet for evil things.
That is not good.
No, but perhaps he will come to good use for us. So, between you and I, on the nose, we keep it secret. You and me?
Of course.
Okay.
We are friends. I feel it.
I agree.
In my heart.
That's right.
You get an inspiration for all that roleplay, that's for sure. That was very good. That was good. All right.
Okay, we go?
Yes. My friends, we are ready to go. He will take us.
You see this face?
You don't know that face.
You didn't see my face.
Outside of game.
Okay.
All right, then we should go.
Please, everyone, in the wagon.
We jump in the wagon.
Woo! All right. You guys get in the wagon, and you start to travel along the Svalak Road.
Okay.
You travel for what appears to be about an hour and a half or so. About 45 minutes. 45 minutes into your travel, you come to what appears to be a crossroads. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost points off in three directions. And you guys can see that this is the here we don't have a road to show it, but there is a road that leads left and a road that leads right through the trees.
Like a fork?
Oh yeah. You can also, Julian, show the crossroad image. One direction is the Barovia village, which is to the east, which is the way that you just came. The other one says Tser Pool, Tser, to the northwest, and Ravenloft / Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. A low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog. That is what you guys see.
Are there any distances noted on the signs? Or is it just arrows?
They're basically on signposts with arrows. You know how it has three different directions? Barovia back the way you came. Ravenloft Valaki goes up a rise. Tser Pool goes down the west. And you guys have been traveling for over 45 minutes. And you guys kind of come to the crossroads. And he starts to veer the wagon towards what says the Tser Pool is where it starts to go. You guys do anything during that time?
We noticed that he's...
Yeah, you guys are looking through you guys kind of notice all this through the windows. Who's sitting are you sitting in the front with him again?
I'll sit in the front with him, yeah.
Okay, so you see all this happening. Yep. You guys kind of notice the gravestones as you kind of pass in this direction.
I'm like polishing my crossbow, unloaded crossbow in the front seat with him. Can I knock on the top of the? I'm assuming I'm at the front, so I'm gonna knock on the thing and just reach back. And
so it's behind you, and there's a window.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We are
You have to open the window, yeah.
we're up. We have a sign here. It says Valaki Revenloft up, and then 2 other places. Do we just go straight to
No,
Valaki?
we go to the Cell Pool. That is where Madam Eva and my friends are. We stop there, and then you guys go wherever you want.
Look, we're supposed to be taking them to Valaki.
Yes,
Isn't that
Yes,
right?
Mark says yes. We should go to Valaki.
I thought we were going to Valaki.
That is what I believed as well. Are we not going to Valaki?
Oh, we were going to Madam Eva. That was the plan. You guys were going to stop. You were going to talk to her. She was going to tell you things of where you came from or where you have to go.
Let us slow the horses.
She was, whoa!
Slow the horses.
They slow the horses down.
Okay, everybody out. Everybody out. I ask for everyone to get out of the...
Okay.
Exiting now?
I just want to clear something up.
Okay,
All
everybody
right.
starts to get out of the wagon. I'm just gonna grab a wagon
Cool.
real quick here.
No, this isn't coming up. This is. I'm just grabbing a wagon.
Okay,
Just currently grabbing a wagon.
cool.
All good.
Yep.
Nothing to see here
So, except for the wagon.
except for the wagon. So you guys kind of stop the wagon here,
Yep.
and everybody starts to get out. If you guys
And
can
there's-
just grab your minis,
Yes.
please. Where are your minis?
We're all over here?
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, you guys are you guys still in the church over here?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
he
we're
took
in
us-
the
Oh,
church.
sorry.
He packed us away.
That is a bad sign, folks.
Okay, so
Bad sign.
yeah, so you are in the front.
Yeah.
Everyone starts getting out the back. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm calling everyone out. Everybody!
Ismark says, why are we getting out? I don't understand. It is
There-
not safe to get out.
There has been a confusing error. As I believe we must be going to see Madam Eva, but I believe, and I believe everyone else here believes, that we were supposed to go to Valaki. No?
Right, Valaki. That's where we're taking.
Was the original plan not Madam Eva in the first place, and then later on we decided to go to Valaki? To clarify, by we, I mean you three.
It was the original plan to go see Madam Eva, but now we have companions who need our help going to Valaki.
We had committed to bring them there.
Yes, we have already promised them we would take ourselves to Valaki.
But you must tell Eva what happened to Oro. She has to hear it from you. If I go back, you have to go. We will go see Eva. That was the plan.
How much time till we're in Zarpool?
Oh, 15, 20 minutes maybe. It just goes down by the lake. We stop, we have some wine, we drink, we laugh, we dance.
And then how much further from here is it to Valaki?
Then it's another 2.5 to 3 hours. You have to eat. It's about
I do not know, my
lunchtime.
friends. It seems strange to me to take off course now that we have already said we are going to Valaki. No?
Victor
Ismark
makes some
and
stew
Davina.
for you. Victor makes a very good rabbit stew. The best you've ever tasted. It's very good.
Very,
and,
very.
There's alcohol.
Oh, lots. The best of the wine.
I'm gonna turn to Ismark.
Yeah.
Now, what he says is true. These people are expecting us, and we do have news about their friend who tragically passed away. And it does seem to be shorter distance if
I
we
don't
just...
see you. Where are you? We don't have a Dmitri. Hang on, we're missing a
It's a
Dmitri.
disembodied voice from the sky.
Where is Dmitri? I'm missing Dmitri. Hang on.
I was in the...
See what he did.
Where were you? Yeah.
I was in the church with everybody.
I was in the church with everybody.
I don't
all
see.
went to church.
Hang on, one second. We'll find
we was in
Dmitri.
the church.
We'll find him. Just
and
keep,
we was
keep
there,
talking
and
amongst
we
yourselves.
Was talking.
Okay.
We was talking about that son guy. You know, the priest was talking about him too.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah, he was all like, that son guy that I worship here.
I think we know.
And I got that vampire kid in the
We
basement.
lost Dmitri.
Brandon's extra character.
Love
voice.
it.
Exactly,
I love
yeah.
it.
Oh, here he is. Got him.
There we go.
Oh, I'm gonna go German.
He fell. He fell.
Alright.
He fell.
Is he broken?
Falpher.
I should have done
Okay,
German
so you're
for
speaking
Rone.
to
Ismark.
Ismark. Okay, where are you right now? You're
I'm
talking
at the front
to.
still.
So you kind of got off and you're talking to.
Yeah. I'm trying to convince everyone to figure out where we're going
Yeah.
before we go.
Okay.
We have to get on the same page, everyone. So go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry,
Are you speaking in hushed tones to Ismark, or are you speaking out loud? What's yours?
Just out loud in general with everybody, but to Ismark.
Okay.
So it might make sense if we just make a quick detour to Madam Eva.
Yes.
And then we could even have a little meal there. It seems like they have something prepared.
I don't, I mentioned to you before, the Vistani, many are known to not to be trusted, to serve Strahd. You know this, I told you this. Madam Eva is something very different, but I do not trust them.
Well, I feel we sort of owe them a little explanation, seeing as they had sent a companion with us who is now deceased.
Persuasion check.
12.
Okay.
We are at your disposal, I guess, at this point. Irina says, I don't know. I don't think it's a great idea.
We won't be there for very long. Just a quick check-in, a little update, and then we'll head back.
We are still committed to helping you.
Could Madam Eva help you as well?
I do not trust her. She is very old and very wise, I've heard, but like I told you, the Vistani are not to be trusted. They come and go from this land with no reason, unlike anybody else.
They brought
Who
us
else to
here.
let her do that other than the devil himself?
We will.
Only he can allow people to leave if they.
We will heed your
don't want
words, certainly, and there hasn't been much in this land that we could trust so far. So certainly we will be on guard.
But Dmitri, it seems that Ismark and Irina, their quandary is more time sensitive. I'm sure Madam Eva could wait just a little longer to meet with us.
Time sensitive? What sort of timeline are we looking at?
Well, they were.
We need to get there by nightfall.
Yes, there's
But
urgency.
We will not go alone. We are at your disposal. I mean, at this point, whatever you decide, we will go with you. We cannot go alone. It is too dangerous.
What do you all think? Should we stop in at Madam Eva, add a few hours to the trip?
It seems to me there's a case of over-promising and under-delivering. We've told them that we would see Madam Eva, we've told them that we would escort them to the Vallaki, and they currently conflict. So we have a decision to make. Might I suggest that we don't all just offer whatever services to the next person as well?
It will be a wise thing moving forward, but Oral was under our care, and we let him down.
He seemed
The least we could do is to head back and deliver the news to the rest of his family.
At that moment, your conversation is broken by a deep voice that calls out, "Who goes there?" Through the chill mist, you see a large man in drab clothing wearing a tattered gray cloak. He has shaggy black hair and thick mutton chops that come down the sides of his face. He leans heavily on a spear and has a small bundle of animal pelts slung over his shoulder. This isn't necessarily a... Here, I'll grab another one.
He looks
what
like
do you guys
he
do?
could sell arrows.
He's approaching from that direction there.
So he's not with anyone?
He seems to be alone.
Coming from this direction.
Through the graveyard. Perfect.
You see him kind of come through the mist in the distance a little bit.
Does it look like a hunter or trapper kind of thing?
Give me a perception check.
Come on.
This thing is so loud.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got pelts slung over his shoulder. He's got a spear that appears to have some dried blood on it. He looks ragged and kind of shaggy.
Does he have a bow?
Not that you can see.
He's coming from that. Can I see him from where I am? I'm on this side of the wagon.
Yes.
He's coming from that direction.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see.
You can see through. You see. You hear the voice, and Callie, you poke around the corner, and then Boris also goes around the corner on this side and sees him approaching on the far end. What do you guys do?
Well,
Ismark kind of puts his hand on Irina and starts to kind of back behind the wagon this way. And she puts her hand on her sword. They're obviously just very wary of anything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to move up and hide behind, so sneakily hide behind one of these tombstones, so that he cannot see me.
In his direction?
Well, yeah, I'm going to approach. It looks like I've got cover with this block here.
Yeah. Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
I'm gonna, while he's stealthing, I'm gonna say, oh, don't mind us. We were just on our way. We're just passing through here.
On your way to where? Where are you headed?
Isn't that the eternal question?
Sorry, dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Okay, so you kind of disappear behind the wagon here, and you start to kind of flit. You kind of get behind this half-broken wall here, and then you kind of go around. You make it to this one, and that's pretty much as far as you go in that turn.
Okay.
You're hiding behind this stone here, and he kind of continues to approach.
Okay. Well, I am. Where are you headed? I don't see many people come through this area, and just wanted to know what.
We've been discussing this very thing.
Yes. There are two places that seek our attention.
Yes.
But the one I think we should be heading towards is Zarpool to speak with Madam Eva.
Yes, of course. The Vistani. You're headed to speak to them.
Yes, you know them. You are.
Oh, everyone knows of the Vistani, of course.
Indeed.
What is it you got there?
These are belts.
You're some
Of course,
sort of trapper.
Yes, hunter, trapper.
By chance, do you have spare arrows that you would sell?
I do not. I do not hunt with arrow. I hunt with a spear.
I see.
Right, well, the road to Zarpool, what kind of perils might we expect if we head that direction?
You're in Barovia, of course. There's many peril.
Oh, we are new here.
You are new, are you?
And he kind of starts to continue to kind of circle here. He walks up to this way. Are you attempting to hide here?
Yep.
Can I get a stealth check for your hide, please?
If I look at him, do I see anything
11.
off about him?
Give me a perception check. What's that?
11.
I give you an insight. I said insight check. Sorry.
Okay, well that makes it worse. That's a 5.
So no, nothing other than the fact that he's kind of shaggy and he's disheveled and he's carrying a spear. With a 5, he walks and he startles you, and he's like, and he holds onto his spear, and he kind of rests as you're kind of like behind the thing. You're an interesting little one. It's okay. Come on out. I mean no harm, of course.
Sorry, I was not sure.
Yes, we may be new here, but we know enough to not trust people we meet right away.
That is fair.
When it seems like that's all we've done.
You all seem very well equipped, well armed. Seem like you can handle yourselves.
May I ask a question?
It's true.
Of course.
Why are you here in the forest all by yourself?
I am a hunter.
No, but you've already said these roads and these forests are very very dangerous.
Well,
here in
all of Barovia is dangerous, but if you know the paths to take and the ways to traverse, then
perhaps you have some advice for us as we travel.
Oh, absolutely, I could.
Should we go left or should we go right?
What's your name, sir?
My name is David.
Excuse me?
David.
David.
Yes.
Good name. Strong name.
My mother didn't like it. My father pushed it.
David.
Yeah, exactly.
May I ask, what pelts do you have there?
This is fox and squirrel. Why?
Do they look like fox and squirrel?
Yeah.
I just imagined he had
nature
like
check.
large pelts. I was thinking like direwolf pelts.
You wanted to know if he was a badass.
It's gonna be a 2.
You don't know. They just look like furry
Yeah.
pelts.
Cool. Nice.
He says,
Well, I would suggest that you carry. Do you have silvered weapons? That is what I would tell you as my advice. That
Silvered?
yes.
What advantage would that give a weapon?
Well, of course, there are creatures that you wouldn't want to face without a silvered weapon. And
What sort of creatures?
some that are no longer living, some that can change.
Good to know.
Silvered weapons make a difference?
Oh, yes.
What about against a vampire?
I don't know about that. I haven't faced vampires.
What have you faced?
Oh, mostly animals, but I have heard of creatures that are susceptible to silver. Do you have silver weapons?
Some.
That is good.
Where can we get more?
Oh, I don't know. You can get them silvered yourself at a blacksmith, or some shops sell them. Maybe some. It's good that you were equipped with some.
Indeed. Well, I think we may be on our way.
I think you should be. It's good.
Thank you for this company.
Good day to you.
And your advice.
Is that a fox you have on your part?
Yeah, that's
Is it one of
that's what I said, yes.
Okay. One time, my father and I caught a baby fox. And when I got home, I apologized because I had very little fox to give.
I don't understand.
It's okay. Most people say the exact same thing.
He says, all right then. And he just kind of turns around and he heads back into the mist.
So, destination.
Well, at least you're good with a dumbwaiter, Falpher.
We seem to have these conversations often, and where we must go.
Well, there is no question. There is wine, there is stew. We speak about Oro, we celebrate him for an hour, you have lunch, you talk to Madam Eva, and you go on.
How much longer till the sun sets?
Oh, goodness, it is only about noon. Can't you see?
True, well.
You look up, there's no sun. It's all just cloud.
What time does the sun set?
Oh, the sun sets about 9 p.m., 9 bells.
That seems like plenty of time, but I'm still wearing...
It is plenty of time. You
will
will
drive
be
us
lucky
there?
by 5.
And you will take us to Vallaki afterwards?
I would have to speak to Madam Eva to find out if we can spare a wagon.
That is the question, my friends. If we go this place, we may not have travel help to get us to the next place.
I feel obligation.
I don't think we'd have travel help right now if we choose to go to Vallaki.
Yeah.
No, I need to go to Serpool. I need to speak to Madam Eva about Oro. But maybe when we go there, you can convince, perhaps, to get some Vistani help. Some guides, perhaps?
Are you telling me right now that if we do not go with you to the camp with Madam Eva, that you will not instead take us to the place we told our friends we would take them?
Well, of course.
Why would he?
I'm asking.
Yeah, you. No, especially with the news of Oro, I have to tell Madam Eva. I can't just take the wagon or whatever. I was told to help you to come to the Serpool. That was the agreement from the beginning. You are changing it now.
That's true. You guys have changed.
He's not going to help us.
Oh, I will help you. I will feed you. I will have you drinks. I will
love that.
dance. I will dance with you if you would like. Whatever you like. But I am telling you that this is where maybe we should go.
Shall we vote?
And Madam Eva is very wise. You still don't know why you are here, yes?
Yes.
You have come from all different places, I understand. I am trying to help.
I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. And if we're there for just a few hours, then we can go on our way.
All right. And who says we go to Madam Eva?
All in favor of Madam Eva.
Aye.
Sterling, what are you thinking?
All in favor of Vallaki.
Is Mark and Arena the fair?
That's
I
four
feel
of us.
obligated to go to Vallaki first. I cannot explain why.
I feel as though we must pursue what is at hand right now.
If we go to Vallaki, we're going on foot.
It is dangerous.
There is no guarantee that they will take us
Okay,
from the camp.
listen,
You
okay?
need to eat.
How about this? I can't make decisions for my people. But I will tell you that if you come see Madam Eva and help me explain Oro and what happened, then I will strongly suggest that we help you get to Vallaki.
That is what I was looking for. Otherwise, how do we get from this camp to Vallaki?
I wouldn't know.
How long would it take to walk to Vallaki from here?
It's still 3 hours. It's still the same time. Just not in a wagon and not protected. And
Yes.
my people are protected in this land.
All right then.
You have a much better chance of survival with us.
It seems like Madam Eva it is.
Madam Eva it is.
I give as much of a disconcerted look as I can with my robot face to Ismark and Irina, and a little bit apologetic to them.
Yes, I follow his suit and go. I'm so sorry about this. It is probably best for all of us to go there first.
Yes, we owe it to all.
Okay.
Yes.
To Sarah Pool?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop right in the wagon.
Okay, you guys all hop in the wagon.
Yep.
Can you guys just lift your characters each, please, off the table for now, because you guys are in the wagon. I am just going to... Big reveal.
Oh no. The blanket.
And you can see my butt. We can switch the camera. I don't know if people at home really want to see that. Careful, because they'll fall over if you pull them.
The butt. Jay's butt.
Aw.
Lift it right off.
Well, those are some
You were not
fancy
prepared
horses.
for Vallaki.
Yeah, I know. What if we chose the other way?
You would have gone the other way. And you guys would have missed out on
Those
this.
little huts are crazy.
Yeah, I saw those on the Instagram.
That's fancy schmancy.
How long of a drive is it to the Vistani?
Yeah, the road kind of comes this way, so I'm going to need you to...
Oh, Jason, this is so great.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy.
It's
Look
beautiful.
at the doors,
I
too. Like, so
awesome.
great.
Okay.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, man.
Totally what he
Are
used
there
these.
Lights inside of them?
Yeah.
What the F?
Tea lights.
That's amazing.
It will be. Let's bring the overcam over here.
Microphone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing.
You've been busy, dude.
I had the crafting bug hit me again. Bit me. All right. The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. And the lake is where the horses are. Basically, is where the lake is.
They're feeding on the lake, I guess.
You can lead a horse.
5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 3 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake. Its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 6 unbridled horses, drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering through between the river and the forest's edge. You guys arrive basically where that clearing is, where that one wagon is. There would be a wagon on this side. And Boris brings the wagons to a stop.
Want us there.
Yeah, but what do you do?
So we're in the wagons yet, right?
You guys are in the wagon still.
Okay.
And you are in the front. Boris says, in Auge, he says, "We have arrived, please."
I knock on the window. Hey, everyone, we are here.
I'll open the door to the wagon and step out.
I'll stay close to Ismark and Irina. I want them to feel as comfortable as possible.
Okay. You get out of the wagon?
I thought that's what we were all doing.
Yeah, we're out of the wagon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like you guys to kind of set yourselves up in that clearing
is
there.
Is this the wagon? Like
that's
okay.
That's not the wagon you came out of.
Okay,
That's one of the other wagons.
Okay.
The wagon would have stopped right here. So you guys can just set yourselves up kind of in that
Okay,
area.
I'm behind this tree.
Oh, so you want to come, you kind of hide in behind the tree?
Yeah.
Okay. Now Boris, we'll put Boris right in front and he's going to lead the way.
Oh, yes.
I'm with Falpher.
Oh, okay.
Do we want to switch to the bigger camera view there, Julian?
These guys. Here? Where? It was Sterling, right? These guys are Sterling?
Yep.
Song brings me right back to episode 1.
All right, so you guys now see what you see in front of you. As the wagon kind of pulls up, you notice that a couple people at the fire kind of notice, and they turn to kind of look at you and see you. But they're drinking, and some of them are kind of stumbling a little bit. They've been partying for the better part of the day, even though it is only around noon at this stage.
These are my people.
Callie, as you round that tree, in a little nook in the root of the tree, you see a little blue velvet bag, and it has little wings embroidered into it.
Okay.
What do you do?
Pick it up.
Yeah. As you pick it up, you open it up, and there is a greater healing potion inside. And we want to thank those at home. Last episode for getting us to the greater healing milestone, and we've blown past that now and are halfway between that and the magical bolt. So we thank you, and the children thank you for that healing potion, and I'm sure you guys will need it.
Well, what does that mean?
It means that we're in Barovia.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you guys approach? What do you guys do?
All right. Is Boris just leading the way right
Yeah,
now?
he walks just openly into the camp.
Okay, I'll follow behind him. I'll wave at the people on the campfire. Afternoon, gentlemen.
Hello. You hear like lots of people just kind of waving, and they start to chat with you. The two on the right kind of turn to meet you. The purple and the green there. If you guys want to kind of move yourselves the way that you're actually moving in there.
Yeah, so I come back.
Sidestepping the trees.
I still want to be a little bit stealthy about my approach to the camp.
Okay.
Can I identify the shortest member of the whole crew? Like
Of all these people?
Yeah, all these people. I want to find out which one is the shortest, and then get near.
You see someone who's about 5'2".
Okay, they're the shortest.
Yeah, that's a 5'2" or so.
Well, which one is he?
5'2".
It's probably near the fire.
This guy?
Yeah, sure, that guy.
Okay.
Let's say that guy's the shortest. And they say, "Oh, Boris, you've brought friends," and he's like, "Yes, of course, I've brought friends." And then I don't know how many of these Vistani accents, Barovian accents I can do, but I'm trying. And they just basically invite you over to the fire and say, "Please come," and they start passing out flagons of wine.
Oh,
and Irina and Ismark kind of like settle a little bit, but are kind of like weary as they kind of walk in, and they stay close to you, Sterling. Kind of near the back where you are now. You do see little lanterns inside most of the tents, and it is darker because of the canopy of trees here and the heavy cloud cover. It seems like it's heavier in this area actually than it was earlier. Like more has kind of passed overhead. What do you guys do further? They pass, like I said, they start passing bowls of stew around, and Boris starts to like slap people on the back, and like they're stumbling and laughing and singing. And
I lean towards Dmitri and say, "We should move quickly. Nightfall will come quick."
I agree. Boris.
Oh yes.
Which way is Madam
Hey,
Eva?
well, you're going to have some beer with me.
Well, shouldn't we take care of business first?
Oh yes, perhaps maybe we eat first. Madam Eva's seeing somebody right now, and then we eat first, and then we talk to her. What do you say?
A quick bite then.
Well, wine for you. Wine? Oh yes, of course. Cheers.
Yes,
We will celebrate his life.
Some of that stew you've been
Yes,
raving
yes,
about.
a big bowl.
You're
a big boy. Slaps you on the shoulder.
My friends, I must suggest it is still early in the day. We should try to keep our wits about us and not compromise our mental constitution too much with drink.
And I'm like over here just
glug.
just down and everything.
I see her downing it from where I am with this other, sitting beside this other dude, and I'm like, oh, that's my friend Callie. She drinks like a fish.
He turns, this gentleman turns to you, and he's kind of short, and he says, "Hey, yes, it is fated that you would visit our humble camp, isn't it?"
Fated?
Yes, I believe so.
How so?
Madam Eva foretold your coming. She said you would arrive today.
She told you we would be coming.
She said you would be here.
Wow.
She awaits you, but she is speaking to someone.
Oh, in which place is hers?
The big tent over there.
Oh, it seems like she's important.
Yes, well, of course, yes.
Okay, well, perhaps you may put in a good word. Do you have any way of getting a hold of her? Letting her know we are here?
But she knows.
Oh, she knows
Yes,
already?
she's just speaking to somebody first.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'll go find her.
No, but she's not. But she's just gonna.
So I step away, and I head towards the entry stealthily as best I can.
Yeah.
You know.
Check.
Are you all eating the food?
I'm taking a bite of the stew. Is it like good stew?
Oh, it's great.
Okay.
Rabbit stew, carrots, potatoes.
I'll
smells
wait
amazing.
for a moment, and then after I notice that he's fine,
Hey,
I'll...
give me a perception.
Oh, yeah. Me or him?
You. Give me a stealth check.
6.
Okay. So it's hard. They're kind of
Yeah.
like you're
Okay.
trying to open.
So I want to get
ground.
to the. I want to get to the entry of the.
Everybody's eating it. You seem like they're eating out of the same kind of main bowl that they gave him a bowl of. It seems like it's safe.
Okay. I'll eat too then.
It's really good.
Arena and Ismark aren't eating.
Amazing.
I'll pull back the curtain.
Yeah,
and
you
look
kind of look inside and you see a what do you see? Let's find out. You see a large tent, and at the back of magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into the depths of it. But in front of her, just to the right, is a Vistani woman, and they are speaking to each other right now.
In their native tongue. Do I understand?
It's hushed. They're very, very hushed.
Okay.
You can make a perception
Yeah,
check.
I'll try to figure out.
Sure. See if you can hear.
Okay. That is a 10.
Yeah, no. With the 10, the accordion and singing and the revelry outside is actually stopping you from being able to hear what's being spoken of. But Callie, a female Vistana woman, walks over and she says, "Well, hello, welcome to our camp. You are quite beautiful, I must say. Are you from? You're not from around here, clearly."
Nope.
Like it.
Nope. Nope.
Well, I must tell you, I have a story. Please, bring your friends if you are new here. Perhaps I weave a tale for you while you wait for Madam Eva, yes?
This is around the campfire?
Yeah.
Please, come, sit.
Yeah,
I'm up for a story.
Yeah.
Sit. Sit.
Okay, so you guys sit.
Sure.
What do you guys do? You guys kind of all just
I'm
all
staying
join.
close with.
Okay, they're
come back towards
still
the
kind of
fire.
at the back. You come back to the
I'll join
She
Callie.
says, okay. She says,
A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. But by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the Devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down the river to search for the wizard's body to see if you know he had anything of value. But the river Ivlis had already spirited him away. What is your purpose for being here? You look mighty, much like the wizard did, standing here before me a year ago.
Well, we're hoping to find that out. We weren't really brought here of our own volition.
Few are.
We still have many questions about our reason for being here.
Yes.
First of all, we came here with Vistani wagon.
Yes, of course.
So it seems as though the Vistani have something about bringing us here.
Well, we like to help and we can come and go as please, as you know.
Can you bring people out?
No. That is not allowed.
So your kind only
capture or invite others into this land.
Oh, I don't know about capture. I don't even know if we invite. I have never invited anybody here.
You facilitate the process.
No. Why?
Well, it seemed like some of my companions were brought here in just such a way.
It's true. We still have no idea how the mist surrounded me and I was transported somehow.
You and I were taken by the mist, but I believe that Falpher and Callie Callie and Sterling, rather, were brought here by the Vistani. Perhaps Falpher as well?
I remember so little. Yes, there was a wagon, and it was definitely Vistani. You remember the wagon?
I have to go pee.
All right.
Little out of place. It's fine.
There are some Vistana that cannot be trusted. But we are not those. I am sorry, but do not judge our people by the least of us.
Perhaps
That's fair.
Perhaps you knew the man who was helping us in our adventure. His name was Aurol.
Of course, he is one of ours. Is he with you?
He's dead.
Oh,
He died.
He's dead.
I'm afraid to say.
What do you mean he's dead?
No, he was helping us, and we were in the kitchen, and then he did not make it out.
It was a tragic accident involving a falling. How would you describe it? It's well, they called it a dumbwaiter.
A dumbwaiter.
But it's basically like a box you can send upstairs, and it fell. The box fell, and it landed on his head.
Oh dear.
Yes, we were very shocked.
All we know is that he did not make it through, and we are now here trying to explain to Madam Eva that he has met his last days.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that. He is one of the best of us. Very brave.
We've heard that before.
Yes.
At that moment, Boris yells at you. Okay, Madam Eva will see you now.
Okay.
Bye.
Good to meet you. We must go. Everyone, let's go.
Just to be conscious of time, how long did all this take before Madam Eva will see us?
Basically the real time that it has here, so maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Before we leave, I want to just whisper to the woman, do you know where Stanimir is? I should probably tell him that his son did not make it.
Stanimir, he's not here.
He did not come back?
No. He has not been back in days.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'll have to wait.
Yes, he will have to know.
Shall we travel into Madame Eva's tent?
Ah, yes. By the way, all that stew reminded me. I believe I owe you. I'm going to hand him the healing potion. Thank you for before.
Thank you, Dmitri. I didn't expect that you would. Thank you.
Yes.
I'll put it in my bag.
Right, you guys all come into the tent. As I said before, a hunched figure sits at a table with a crystal ball in front of her. Her voice crackles like dry weeds. She says, "Ha! At last you have arrived!" Cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips. She produces a deck of cards. And she says, "You have come to find out why you have come here, is that right?"
Yes, Madame Eva, we do not know why we are here.
Yes. We would like to, though.
Falpher, you are brave.
Thank you very much.
Small.
Quite small.
Deceptive beard.
The deceptive too.
But you are here for a purpose. You have been brought here for a purpose.
I would like to think so, yes.
Of course you have. Callie. You like wine.
Yep.
You pretend like you don't give a shit. But you actually do give lots of them.
In the woods. Yes.
You are also here to bring light, yes.
Unfortunately.
They speak to you. The light speaks to you. You should listen to it more. Sterling.
Yes.
What a kind, innocent soul. You bring light to a dark world.
That is my goal.
It will be difficult. The shadows in this place are deep, cast broad.
As I have seen, and in such a case, my being here is already light.
You bring hope, yes.
I believe so.
The sun will rise.
The sun will rise.
Rone, the darkness is you as deep too. You bring shadow into this place. You are at home in the shadow. But you seek something deep inside that you have found amongst these people. Do you not?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You will. Dmitri, you question. There is doubt in your mind. Many don't feel the Morning Lord in this place, but he still exists. Just like the Mother of Night herself. You must follow your heart, follow your soul. It will lead you to hope or to vengeance. Your friends are safe. I promise you that. The key that you hold now is the key to the freedom of the people of Barovia. Now, I believe there is a message for you all. Yes?
I hope so.
The Tarot cards tell all. May I give you a reading to tell you? Perhaps what your future has in store.
Interesting. Show us.
Very strange. Yes, what do you mean of that? Future.
You know the future?
Why, yes.
I was told earlier that you knew that we were coming here tonight. Is that true?
As surely as I know your name, Falpher, Softfoot.
That's not my real name. Okay, it's my real name.
Oh, shoot.
Over again?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Shall we find out what Barovia has in store for you?
And that is where we'll end the session for this evening. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. If you liked what you saw here, please follow us on the RealmSmith Twitch, on the D&D Twitch. You can see all the VOD episodes, all 6 and now 7. We will be uploading this tomorrow. Share it with your friends. Comment, please. If you have any more questions that didn't get answered tonight, add them to the comments in the YouTube comment section and in the chat. We will see you on Sunday for Nolzers. We will also see you on next Monday for episode 8 of Into the Mist. Hope you guys enjoyed your session. You guys have a wonderful week. Follow, share, like, subscribe, all those wonderful things. Okay, guys? You guys have a good week. We'll see you on Sunday.
Bye.